What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast on a Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. I'm Jason Semko. With me, Brandon Bgo Gordon.
It's a chilly January 2026, man.
I don't think I've seen weather like this in Virginia maybe ever.
Single digits.
For a week.
I don't know. It's been the longest time since I've seen the thermometer. Is that what it's called? Thermostat. Nope, yeah. Thermometer.
Yeah.
Dipping below double digits.
Yeah. I mean, usually in Virginia, it snows, and then in 2 days, it's gone. Nothing's leaving.
No, it's just sticking around.
Yeah.
And it's turned into ice.
Which is a little dicey on some of the roads.
Yeah. Some more than others. Yeah. Especially when you live in the posh part of town that Semco does. They never leave their house. They're all just rich housewives like Semco.
Yeah.
And they just watch their daytime television, eat their bonbons. They don't need to go anywhere.
I mean, especially now with all the different streaming services, it
is
just Days of Our Lives marathon.
Yeah, oh, goody. Oh, I thought it was, what was the other crazy one that was had witches and stuff? You know what I'm talking about? One of you soapies.
Like Sunset something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Passions,
there
That's
you go.
the one with the witches.
That's the spicy one.
So I had a girlfriend when I was in high school that I was so whipped that she went on vacation for a week, and she's like, "You have to watch Passions for me so that I don't miss anything." Just sucker Bgo. I'm jotting down notes. I'm like, why is there a midget? Like, what's happening? I don't even know, but I'm getting as much as I can.
If you had the days of streaming or anything you could have rented, you probably would have
DVR'd that sucker.
Yeah.
And just have a Passions and Chill night with the lady.
Doesn't sound so bad.
No.
Usually probably leads to something fun,
interesting. Yeah, it would go down some road. Instead, I'm sitting there with doing homework on freaking soap operas. It was a good time. But yeah, so no soap operas for you. You were too busy doing other fun stuff. What'd you do this weekend?
Actually took care of a lot of stuff at home. Kind of fixed just some handiwork around the house.
It was a good weekend for that.
It really was. It was, it just snowed, iced. Did have a nice little cup of coffee with Will Whitaker and Todd French beforehand.
Oh, look at you. My invitation must have gotten lost in the mail. There's a Woodlake party that Bgo's not invited to.
You should have lived in Woodlake.
I suppose I should have.
Well, we try to get together to do workouts and stuff, and you're nowhere to be found.
I've got my own workout regime.
Whatever.
You look at these guns, you can't see. You don't see any kind of... Yeah, you squint. You need a little microscope.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'll get a little bit closer to you next time.
We'll see what happens when we do the...
the combine. Let's go. I threw out my shoulder, though. Good thing I have some time to prepare it. But yeah, no, good weekend just to get, piddle around, get your stuff done, because the way the weathermen made it sound is that this was the second coming of the Ice Age.
It seemed like it was heading that way, though.
Gonna hit 30 states... record snowfall, yada, yada, yada. We ended up with, 4 inches?
It was more the ice, I think, that was the worrisome part because of the weather. And if it iced and stayed on, the trees and the power lines, that weight was going to collapse them all.
Where do you see... all the power lines are underground now. Where do you see power lines? I see no power lines.
Okay, well, the trees were going to fall and hit generators or something.
Okay, generators I can understand.
I think that was the fear. I don't think the snow...
We're not in the 1980s. There aren't just, power lines and poles everywhere just to get knocked down.
I'm going to start driving around.
You're going to look for them.
Power line.
Take a picture. Send it to Bgo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were on our socials, I would just start posting on our socials, be like, I just saw another power line today.
That's really going to affect your algorithm. You're just going to get a bunch of power line. Are you looking for a job in power lines? Because I'll find you one.
Or I'll get some probably far right conspiracy theorist with some kind of electromagnetic.
It gives you autism.
Yeah.
Power lines give you autism.
Yeah. They'll be sending me chemtrail stuff after that.
Yeah. But, we're still kids at heart, buddy. So with the ice storm, obviously, shoveling was the big thing, right? But did you have any fun? Or was it just all work for you in the snow?
All work. And I knew I was like forgetting to do something, I think on like Saturday night or Saturday evening. And then when I woke up in the morning and walked outside and I was like, oh, I got to shovel the driveway. And then stuck my plastic shovel.
Yeah, you got a plastic
and it
shovel.
just like almost snapped.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's why. And my neighbor, who's always on top of everything, perfect, looked perfect. I was like, I bet you he was out here Saturday night.
He didn't come out and like glow, say, howdy neighbor, Jeff, forget the shovel there again.
Well, so I did have a little metal shovel that I started using. And
you mean like a gardening spade? Like,
it felt like it.
Took it a while.
It was a little bigger than that, but it felt like after I was like out of breath, getting under the ice, and I stand up, and I'm like, oh my God, it's only 2 feet. I was like, oh, this is going to take forever.
Yeah.
But no, then my neighbor, he did come out after a while, and he did this when we had our leaves down, and I have like a weaker leaf blower. And I think he just lets me sweat and squirm for like 20, 30 minutes.
He's like, he tuckered himself out.
And then he's like, hey man, why don't you just take my industrial strength leaf blower? And I'm done in like 2 minutes. So he finally was like, pops his head out the door. He's like, hey man, I got like this big wide metal shovel right against the garage. You can go ahead and use that.
God, he's just like lording it over you.
Yeah.
God.
He's like the nicest guy ever. But yeah, I used that and I was done.
Like,
in
no,
like 10
I want
minutes.
my little baby metal shovel. Get out of here, Jeff, or whatever his name is.
His name's Rick.
Oh, Rick, you're being Rick. Give me that shovel.
My ego wanted to say, I got this, dude.
Yeah.
But my back said no. I need more help. So it just sucked because I could have avoided all of that if I just went out on Saturday and did it before it froze.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a painful shoveling of the ice.
Yeah. No, I waited and waited, but I was like, I got to get done. But I did the bare minimum. Like, I was like, all right, this is the path that the car can go down the driveway.
I did the same thing.
And I was like, and that's it. I'm not doing the sidewalk. Amazon, good luck. You're on your own. If you slip and slide on the way up to my stairs, that's just part of the job.
Yeah.
But at least I'll clear the driveway for you.
I did forget, because we do have the nice, we do live in Brandon's little bougie.
Little boo-boosh.
We do have the trash service actually comes into the backyard.
Yeah, you tell me about this. I'm like, what the crap is this?
It's the coolest
a white glove
thing
service.
Ever. Yeah. We actually voted, I think I said this on a podcast, but we voted to continue to pay more money to have the service, because once you lose that, you're going to realize how much it sucks.
Yeah, they probably like wipe your booty after a messy doo-doo too. They do it all for you.
It's wonderful.
You got a little crystals on the corners of your lips. Let me
just get that for you. Yeah.
Blow your nose. The whole thing.
But with that said, completely forgot that there was no way for them to get to the backyard because it's all iced and they couldn't open the gate.
Oh yeah, it's frozen shut.
So I'm not sure where we're putting the trash until next Wednesday.
Well, Mr. High and Mighty over here.
We're gonna be eating pretty lean.
Everything's biodegradable.
Yeah.
Throw it out in the yard. It'll grow.
We're literally going to eat everything. Yeah. Yeah, throw it out in the yard.
Yeah.
Let the dog eat it.
Yeah, fertilizer. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your dog dealing with the snow?
It's awful. She can't, she struggles. She's so stinking little. It's a little dachshund. But we've got to like pick her up and take her outside and pick her up on and off the ice because she just can't get up the stairs because they're icy. It's like a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Get the snowshoes on. Can't just like let her out, have her come back in.
Right.
So it's just been kind of it's just one of those where it's like, oh, we're sitting down to eat dinner, and then she runs up and is like, I gotta go to potty. It's like, oh my God.
This is a whole thing. I gotta do this whole thing.
Yeah, but she's gotten okay with it. She's gone out like exploring and whatnot, but it's just something you didn't realize until, oh, I'm actually going to have to like shovel out a bunch more stuff to make it easier for her.
Yeah. No, I'm in the same boat as you. As you know, and some of you might know that are listening, I have a elderly blind dog. And when I thought it was hard before to like coax him in his hearing, it's going, it's a whole thing. But now he had at least been able to trust his sense of touch, right? He's like, I'm on grass. I can poop now. Now, everything feels like concrete. And he's like, where do you want me to go? I've been trained my whole life not to pee on the floor, and now it feels like you're trying to get me to pee on the floor. So it's a lot of coaxing. It's a lot of let's just keep walking back and forth. He's slipping on sliding. He's like, where am I? What fresh hell is this?
Oh my gosh.
And he's starting to get used to it, but now I'm concerned that he's gonna be like, you just let me piss on the ground. I'm just gonna pee inside. And I'm like, no, you got to do it out in the cold outside.
Hopefully he kind of figures it. Okay, if the paws are really cold,
then
that outside was okay.
Yeah,
but then you get inside
and it's nice and warm. Yeah, this is not okay. Hopefully, knock on wood. I'm gonna jinx myself. It's gonna happen now. But yeah, other than that, the kids got a kick out of it, even though, like you said, it's like they had almost... First off, when the snow went down, it wasn't even like packed snow. You couldn't pack snowballs or make snowmen. It was very kind of fluffy, I guess you could say. There's no forming it. And then it froze. It's just a freaking ice rink out there. So I literally didn't need a sled. I got a hill in my yard, and I was literally just grabbing them, and I was just throwing them down the hill, and they were sliding down there. They were just having a ball.
Oh, you sent a video to our group, and a couple of times they were flying.
I got some muscle behind that thing, and I
kind of hoping for a video of you doing it at the end.
I way too much. I would have like that. That's where the ice rink would have cracked. So yeah, and then my kids would be like, "You ruined it. We can't do it anymore." So
that's true.
I was just the hope. I was getting ready for the Olympics. They were just doing the skeleton on my yard.
Wes looks like he's going to embrace an event like that.
He is ready.
He looked like he would have been ready for the speed skiing.
Yeah. He's got the reckless, as I think Seabear put it, he's got the reckless abandon of his father. So that, for good or for bad, that's kind of where we're going to...
It's going to be exciting for you.
It's going to be entertaining. Nothing else.
A little stressful.
Yeah, but other than that, it was a lot of, over the weekend, it's just binging. There's a lot of stuff. Really exciting documentary that's coming out. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's the Mel Brooks. I think it came out. Mel Brooks. It's on the HBO Max, which, of course, I don't have, so I got to find a way to pirate it. But
I can help you out with that.
Thank you, sir. But it's the Mel Brooks, the 99-year-old man, which I'm sure Semco Genius Movie Guru is in reference to a bit that he did with Carl Reiner back in the day, the 2,000-year-old man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know that, right?
I know that like the back of my hand.
But, man, it's like, I can't wait to see this. It was produced by Judd Apatow, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
You know Judd Apatow?
He did Bridesmaids as well.
Bridesmaids?
Boom.
Okay. He didn't do Bridesmaids. He produced it. But I'll give you partial credit. No, she wasn't.
She wasn't?
No.
Oh.
They were in This Is 40 and Knocked Up.
Oh.
And she was also in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
She was the one that needed him to blow in because she had too many of the glugs when she was going drive. But I don't think she was in Bridesmaids. No,
she wasn't.
Yeah, see, strike one for Semco. But anyways, Mel Brooks, Mount Rushmore of comedy. And it's all about his life, about his learnings, a lot of really deep, impactful stuff. Can't wait to see it. I know it's edge of your seat, but it made me think, because I really do define this guy as on the Mount Rushmore of comedy.
Me too.
So I started thinking, I was like, well, I got to make a list, top 5 Mel Brooks movies, and knowing you, like, I'm not even going to ask you for your top 5.
Okay.
Because I don't think you have one.
No.
And I'm going to go through this list from 5 to 1 of Mel Brooks movies, and we're going to see, we're not even going to ask, do you like it? Do you agree with this? Did you see it? Did you watch the movie?
Okay.
Are you on board for this?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I have one recollection of what I think I remember seeing Mel Brooks in, or whether it's a movie of his.
Okay, most of the movies that he was in, he directed.
Okay.
I will give you I'll give you an honorable mention, even though it shouldn't be honorable because it was not a great movie, but it was more recent, so you might know this movie. It was the Dracula Dead and Loving It. Do you remember this movie with Leslie Nielsen?
No. Okay. Never heard of it.
That was Mel Brooks directed. It was made in, I think, probably like 1998 or so. But it was right in the prime of Naked Gun, Leslie Nielsen doing his thing. And it was
did he do Naked Guns?
No, he didn't do Naked Guns. But Leslie Nielsen did. The main guy.
I remember that, yeah.
And he was Dracula in the Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Okay.
I think it's Dead and Loving It. But there's just some hilarious stuff in that, but it was not a great movie. Anyways, he directed that too. But my point in saying, yes, you're right. If you saw him in a movie, you might not have known that he directed it, but most likely he did. So we'll go through this list.
Let's go through the list.
And we'll see what you have. All right. We'll start. That was the honorable mention, Dracula Dead and Loving It. because I can't put it in my top 5. Number 5, and I think it's partly just because I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's so quotable in some senses. It's History of the World Part 1. Have you seen History of the World Part 1?
Haven't heard of it.
So, oh my God. Oh, man, we're already off just right here.
History of the World.
Part 1, yes. And no, there's no Part 2. That's part of the bit. Part of the bit is that, we're doing a Part 1 because history is ever growing. There's more history coming and all that stuff. So it was kind of a little bit, Part 1. But it goes all the way
Chevy Chasey.
Don't muddy the waters here. But it goes from like caveman all the way up to like ancient Greek and stuff like that. And it's hilarious. There's one bit that I have to. Mel Brooks plays this guy in like ancient Rome called Comicus.
Okay.
And he's doing like I'm a stand-up philosopher, and like he's like, you mean you just bullshit all day? He's like, did you bullshit today? He's like, no. Did you try? I did try. It's just a whole thing. But he has this comedy bit. He's like, have you heard of this new sect, the Christians? The Christians, they're a laugh riot. First of all, they're so poor. And he's like, how poor are they? And he's like, thank you. He's like, they're so poor they only have one God. Okay, it's better with Mel Brooks, but God, it's such a great movie. History of the Part 1. It's a rewatch for sure for me. I love it to death, but it still sits at the 5 because I haven't just recycled it as much as I have for the next 4. Okay. Number 4 might be number 1 on a lot of people's. It's got a sequel that's just been announced. It's coming out. Spaceballs.
Okay. Heard of that
there
one.
You go.
I've seen it once, but yes.
The Schwartz. Yes, you know?
Don't remember.
May the Schwartz be with you. He was the Yoda character in Spaceballs.
You're really going to be disappointed with me through this.
I mean, I remember, it's one of those defining moments. I remember where I was when I first watched Spaceballs. I was at a sleepover with my man Danny Calcano. Shout out Jimbo knows Danny Calcano back in the day. We watched a double feature. We watched Spaceballs and we watched The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox.
Oh, okay.
It's a scary movie. It's a good one.
Was he all still moving around all weird?
No. He was pre-freaking Parkinson, you bastard. But Spaceballs, riff on Star Wars, absolutely hilarious.
No, that was funny. Yeah.
Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet, so freaking funny.
That was funny.
When he's playing with the action figures, he's like, no. It's just man, the whole thing is just so funny. It's hard. It was so hard for me to put that at 4, but I just love the next 3.
So most people would say that's like number 1.
They might be top 2, top 3.
Okay.
My 1 might surprise some people. Number 3, another one. This is the one I thought this is most likely what Simca seen. Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. I've probably seen that a couple times, actually.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Love Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Really? That's Mel Brooks?
That is Mel Brooks.
Okay.
There you go. See? You're getting a new appreciation for Mel Brooks.
Slightly.
I dare you. It was my first introduction really to Dave Chappelle. You remember Dave Chappelle was in that movie?
My God, that's right. Yeah.
I said, hey, Blinken. He's like, hey, Blinken? No, I said, hey, Blinken.
That was definitely one of the movies when I saw it the first time. I think almost all the jokes just went over my head.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like the guys are just kind of funny yelling at each other. And you're like, that's funny. But as you get older and you watch it, you're like, oh, this actually is some really good stuff.
Oh, man. It was, again, like seeing for the first time, like you said, there were definitely jokes that kind of went over my head. But man, like it's a rewatch. You need to rewatch it.
No, I would like to actually rewatch that.
I think you'll absolutely adore it. And man, what is his name? The guy that played the I don't know why I'm even asking you because you're not going to remember this. You don't even know this. But the guy that played the freaking
I like that you still try to ask though.
Guy that played the king. Oh my God, this is going to kill me. Oh man. We'll get back to it. I'll think of it. But so that's number 3. And again, that has a lot of sentimental value to me because I remember watching it as a kid. And I remember just thinking it was just a laugh right even at that point.
Yeah.
And then it holds up to today. It holds up. Number 2, which I think would probably be number 1 on a lot of people's list, is Blazing Saddles. Have you seen Blazing Saddles?
Yes, I have. And I actually should have known because I remember always seeing in like the intro, it like lets you know that that's a Mel Brooks movie.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I should have known that one.
Yes.
So maybe I'll know what number 1 is.
There you go. Blazing Saddles. Such a great movie. Gene Wilder,
Can't make that movie today.
No, you cannot.
No.
But it was great in the time, and I'm glad that it was made.
Yes.
And Richard Lewis, that was the name of the king in Robin Hood. Richard Lewis, hilarious in that movie.
Same Richard Lewis from, like, Curb?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, you're making the connection. I'm going to make a guru out of you yet, my friend.
If anyone has a chance at doing it, it is you.
All right. And then this one, and I think Seabear knows this because we had the DVD in college, and any opportunity I got to play it for new people or old, it was always on. Young Frankenstein, probably my favorite Mel Brooks movie of all time. Are you familiar with Young Frankenstein? Black and white. Gene Wilder plays Frankenstein. He doesn't want to go by Frankenstein.
No, I didn't
Frankenstein.
see that. No,
Igor or Igor because his eyes are bulging out. Igor. Here's a reference for you. The monster that Frankenstein makes was played by the
dad in Everyone's Raymond.
There you go. You did the connection.
It was the same movie.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that.
Put it on the Ritz. I mean, it's just so good. It's like
that was a good movie. I didn't think it was the same one, but okay.
It's like, what was that? Werewolf. Werewolf. Why are you talking that way? I thought you wanted to. Oh man, it's so great. I mean, I could watch that just at any moment and any time that's on. I'm stopping what I'm doing and I'm watching. So that is my quintessential. It's the correct list. Everybody else's list is wrong. History of the World, Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein.
I'd feel like most people would probably put Blazing Saddles
1
or Spaceballs 1, or those would be 1 or 2 typically. I think.
Yeah, I feel like Robin Hood Men in Tights. It doesn't get enough love. You know, it got the guy from Princess Bride, perfect Robin Hood for that role. Richard Lewis was incredible as King. I don't know what his name is, King James or Charles or one of those guys. Yeah. And then the character, I don't even know the character actor's name. The guy that played the Chief of Nottingham, he was hilarious. The whole thing was. I
do want to go back and rewatch that one. That
Laugh Riots, Chastity Belt. Come on, that thing's hilarious.
I would have thought that Mel Brooks, when the movies you were going through, would have been like Hot Shots.
No. Hot Shots? No. He did not do Hot Shots. You talk about with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Where he's like bone airing a chicken?
Well, those are some good movies. That's
so terrible. Don't you denigrate Mel Brooks with Hot Shots and like Spy Hard with Leslie Nielsen and the Naked Guns. Totally different style of comedy.
A little bit.
But I mean, man, what a career, and some of the stuff that, you know, and even the earlier stuff that I didn't even mention, the producers, the producers.
That is what I was going to say, because isn't that the one where he wants the movie to, like, fail?
Yes. And they redid it with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick and Will Ferrell.
That is the one thing that I was going to say. I didn't want to like ruin it. Maybe it was one of your...
it's an honorable mention.
But no, that was probably the only thing. I would never have gotten the name, but that plot line, I remember that from Mel Brooks.
There you go.
That's all I knew about him going into this.
I mean, just a fantastic career. And like the doc's going to be fantastic, so I got to watch it. So that's definitely on my to-do list once I find a way to... Yarmiti pirate that thing.
Do you have any desire to watch the Chevy Chase documentary?
You know, I kind of do, but he just seems like such a dick.
I know.
And it's like I don't want to give him any more airtime, to be honest with you. It's like when you fight with like John Belushi and Bill Murray and everybody from the show Community. I think you're a big fan of Community.
I loved Community.
Love Community. Yeah. And I'm like, you're just a jerk for being a jerk.
It really was.
And it's like, and again, I know we talked about Christmas movie and I had Christmas Vacation on there, and I just trying to look past that because I love the movie so much. But that stuff too, he's just like, and it's like, I don't know, like you can have the saddest song about the upbringing and the abuse or whatever it may be.
Doesn't mean you treat everybody around you like they're scum and you walk around.
Or like that you're above everybody, that, everybody's beneath you, that you're, King Midas or whatever you want to call it.
And it's like, dude, so you have a certain way that you do comedy or how you think comedy should be. Just because someone else doesn't think that way, that's okay. That's what makes comedy great. Like, not every comedian, they don't say the same bit. It wouldn't be funny if they didn't. So, yeah I don't know. I did kind of want to... I was quasi-intrigued. I like people's origin stories and stuff. Yeah. But it's just, once again, it's like, is this just going to be like So this is what made you into being like the a-hole that you are now, and unapologetic about any of it.
Yeah, he's like, there's zero forgiveness in anything that he's done, and even in the clips that I've seen, it's like he's not apologizing. He's just like, that's just who I am. You just got to deal with it. Okay, well then you have to deal with everybody disliking you.
And didn't get to go back to the SNL.
50, he was real butthurt about that.
Well, should he have been let back in?
Yeah. Well, I know something you're butthurt about.
Oh boy.
The NFL Super Bowl is set, and let me look in my crystal ball. Let me look at my tarot cards. Oh, girl, you in danger, girl. You in danger of about to go into cold plunge, girl. Yes, you are. Because this Super Bowl is exactly what I predicted and preempted in our predictions. Seahawks, Patriots. This is the second week in a row that I have been perfect on the board. For you listeners, I really hope that you trailed me on some bets because you knew what was right, but I'm sure a lot of you haters didn't.
Should have been haters.
Shame on you. But Seahawks took care of business of the Rams. Another close game. Man, that whole 3-game set that we got with those teams did not disappoint.
Not one iota. Not one bit.
You saw that Nakua, of course, had to tweet something off against the officials at the end of the game.
He says that after every loss.
I'm like, stop crying, man. It's now become so numb to it. Yep. Like, if you do it every once in a while, I feel like it carries more cachet. But if you say it every time, it just sounds like sour grapes.
You're never going to get listened to at this point now. And then when something really is atrocious, they're just going to look past it.
Yeah, the refs are like, I'm not doing you any favors.
Nope.
Yeah. But what a great game.
Yep.
You know,
that was the Super Bowl, I think.
Yeah. Because the other game, it kind of just wah, wah. I know people can argue about the weather. Of course, Patriots winning 10-7. In the second half, it was just a snowy mess.
It was crazy from one half to the next.
Right. And for a second there, Stidham, he had that deep bomb and they scored, and I was like, okay. I was like, maybe they got something here.
And then nothing.
Yeah. Then it just nothing sense. Patriots defense just locked it up, and they did just enough. But, man, in both of those games, there were pinnacle moments where the coaches chose not to kick a field goal and go for it on fourth. And in both of those instances, they fell short.
Yeah. First of all, I hate losing.
Yeah, I love it. Well, especially when it's to me.
That makes it 1,000 times worse.
Beep boop bap.
I'm kind of mad at myself in a way.
Oh, wow.
That I had predicted in the middle of the year my Super Bowl teams. I couldn't go against them.
And this is why it was great for me. Clean slate.
Yeah, I know. Because in reality, I might have had the Rams going. I really wouldn't have had the Bills. I mean, they came close.
So close.
They really did, and they could have won.
They could have.
But I don't even know if I really would have had them beating the Jags if I'm being really honest with you.
Really? Okay.
I mean, the Jags were coming in hot. It was just Josh
I just
Allen.
don't believe them. I don't believe in the Jags.
I might have still just picked Josh, but I don't think I would have had them beating the Broncos.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. It was, it could have gone my way. And I could have looked like the most genius man alive.
You could have. But instead, I look like it, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, you picked the 1 seed and the 2 seed.
That's right.
Wow,
That's right. Yeah, good for me, because I will be sitting in a nice, warm North Face jacket watching my fellow podcaster taking a deep, icy dip in the cold plunge of doom.
I've told quite a bit of people at work about it, and they seem kind of like they want it to be like live streamed or something.
Oh man, I might maybe we will. Maybe that'll be like an anniversary show. It's like we'll release the footage.
Oh, there we go.
And go keep people on bated breath.
Yes.
But put it on your calendars, boys and girls. It's going to be next Monday. Weather permitting.
Yes.
Weather permitting.
We're expecting, even though it's lessened as the days go by, but you never know.
Never know. I mean, they could have swung a miss on this one. They could swing a miss on the next one. But weather permitting, if we record, it will be the 11 minutes prior to us recording. And I will make sure that it is as entertaining as it might sound. I really do hope it lands on Monday because it's a low of 8. It's a low of 8 degrees on Monday.
If I make it 6, I'll be happy.
Yes, I will. I'm gonna because I want you to go the distance. I'm gonna give you a few right beforehand. I'll give you a few coaching stuff, and I might even give you some aids since you're going in completely cold. Pun intended. You're going in ice cold. Never done it before, I don't think.
I mean, other than ice in my ankle, in a bucket of ice.
A little different, but okay. But knowing Semco, you never shy from a challenge, so I think you got it under control. But it'll still be entertaining for me.
I know,
and for everyone else.
I know.
But again, ice cold. I do want to get back to the kicks real quick. I wonder if this is going to be an ebb and flow. We've seen so much focus on analytics, and it's like, well, the analytics say this, analytics say that. At some point, are we going to have a coach that has the huevos to say, screw the analytics, I trust my gut, and I understand the momentum, and that's something that analytics can't teach.
Nope.
It's momentum, and it's the case-by-case indication of where that is shifting in the game and how impactful that can be. I don't care if it's like, well, you're more likely and more logical at 4th and 4 or below to go for it. You can't tell me that when it's pouring snow or what the weather might come, or God forbid there's an injury later or anything like that.
Yep.
This is points that they left on the sideline. And it killed the Broncos. That 3 points, that's a tie game.
That was by far the dumbest decision I've seen on a 4th down in a very long time. Once again, Sean Payton, you want to sit there and say it's the analytics. You shouldn't be fired, but you almost should be for just taking it all off of yourself.
Well, his offensive coordinator got fired after a 14-3.
That's the stupidest thing. You didn't have your starting quarterback. What team has a viable backup for the most part? Maybe
for a championship game.
Yeah. No, that was awful. I don't know what's going on in Denver to where that's the pressure when your quarterback is out. But I don't. Yeah. Once again, look, we saw it though. The Chiefs.
Yep.
The Chiefs were a team that would go for it in the regular season. They would kick field goals.
Yeah.
The amount of times I saw Steven Gostkowski for the Patriots kicking 20-some yard field goals. Look, and it also depends on your opponent, right? So if it was the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning, they might have thought about going for it in Indianapolis. But in New England, outside in the weather, Drake May, they went up against a decent Chargers defense, struggled. They went up against the second best defense in the league, struggled against the Texans. They're playing now the best defense in the league, your defense. You don't think 10 points would seem like 20 with that defense? Why you just looked at analytics, I don't know then what pressure must be on from the league owners that just want to say, if the analytics say do it, because that was a no-brainer to kick that field goal.
Well, and it's like, I feel like now analytics has become, like you said, the big man boogeyman. It's like, I don't want to go against analytics, right? Because if it fails, I can blame analytics. It's a perfect scapegoat. It's like, well, the analytics told me to go. No ownership on my part. The analytics said to go. That's great. You lost the game.
You did.
If you had trusted your coaching intuition, your gut, whatever you want to call it, maybe it would have gone otherwise. I love, obviously, the action of 4th downs, going for it. It's nervous and it's edge on your seat. But if I was, I'm not a fan of any of these teams.
Yeah.
If it was my team, I'd be like, just kick the points. Get the points.
I almost think the Detroit Lions would have kicked that field goal.
Really?
I think Dan Campbell would have looked at the situation that they're in. Now, granted, once again, it's if like Goff was out. But even if Goff was in, that situation, that team, the same environment, realizing it's the playoffs, I think it's like 50-50. He might have still kicked that field goal. And that's the only team I could sit there and say, in that situation, it's okay to go for it, because he has gotten that team. They are like based around going for it.
Yeah, that's kind of their whole identity.
It is. And that's the only way. Yeah, I feel like if they almost didn't do it, it would almost like deflate them. But once again, it's an AFC, it's a championship game to get to the Super Bowl in that kind of environment. You'd be up 2 scores. Well, that's huge.
Again, if you're Peyton, you're like, you kind of were getting to this point. It's like, you have I don't care what kind of confidence you have in your backup quarterback. You are starting your backup quarterback. Every point is valuable when you have that defense behind you. Every point. Why risk it? Just trust that your defense that has gotten you there will keep you there. And just You've got Will Lutz, a guy you brought over from the Saints that you absolutely adore, that you trust to kick 50-plus yarders. Let him kick a 35-yarder.
I know. It wasn't even a long field goal. That's the worst part, is it's just you take those points. The Chiefs did it, won Super Bowls. The Patriots did it, won Super Bowls. When the playoffs come, we've talked before, it's like NBA. The regular season to playoffs is completely different. I trashed the Jaguars because they talked all that. Playoffs is a different atmosphere. The refs call it differently. You can't take possessions for granted.
It's a lot tighter. It's a lot tighter.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping what happens is eventually is that we'll see more of a shift back to the norm. I still want to see going forward on fourth, absolutely. 4th and 2, 4th and 1, sure.
If they were within like the 40-yard line range, then yeah, have gone for it.
Yeah. The Rams one, it's a little bit more understandable because they needed a touchdown. Field goal, they'd still be down. But again, rely on your defense. The Seahawks hadn't been like marching up and down the field, and you'd be relying on them. So. Yeah,
but that offense was.
But that was a long fourth. That was fourth and what, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was like a little bit deeper and 4th and goal. Like, so I don't know.
It was like 4th and 5.
Okay,
but
I mean, and again, it's a different. It's probably the MVP, Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Back there, you've got 2 of the best wideouts in the league, so I can understand. It's very different, but again, it goes and we've seen this, and I can't pull it right now, but there have been multiple times in these playoffs where points were left on the board because people are going for it and easy chip shot field goals, and the dynamic that it shifts and the momentum that it creates.
Yeah,
it's like you've just. Invigorated this defense. We just stopped them on 4th. Let's go. Motivated the offense. Defense just stood them up. Let's go and let's play some complimentary football. It's deflating when you don't get it.
The crowd only gets louder in the playoffs. And yeah, there's something to be said that, I kind of understood Sean McVay doing it because he barely got the ball back with any time because the Seahawks picked up some first downs. But what's not to say that the offense didn't have the momentum. They didn't have, after seeing their defense come up big, they came into that huddle with a little more juice.
Yep.
Whereas if they kicked the field goal, they had the ball on the 35-yard line, maybe they're not quite as geared up, even though it's hard to believe, but they're all human. It's different.
It's human, and it's got to be, I don't care if you're, I don't know, I keep going to Scotty Scheffler because he's a freaking robot. But you're not Scotty Scheffler where you can just tune out. In the back of your head, you might be thinking, okay, now, if we give them the ball, all they have to do is get into field goal range. Now, we have to be a little bit tighter. Maybe we're not as loose. Maybe we're a little bit more, we overthrow a ball or we miss a cut or something like that because the score is that much tighter, right? There's all of these elements that analytics cannot assist with. You're just using data points to be like, oh, well, your likelihood of winning is 60% compared
AWS.
to 55%. AWS. AW crocker crap. No, the Joe Lombardi firing was just insane. We saw it's not all bad. We saw some firings. We saw some hirings. Commanders got 2 coordinators that have no experience calling plays. I'm super psyched about that. Let me tell you.
Boy, yeah, you sound like it. You look like it.
What are we doing here? Like, I don't understand. It's like we whiff on Flores, so we get his DB's coach, and he's not even a young guy. He's a journeyman who's never called plays before. Respect him. I'm sure he's great, but man, we put him in a bind. DQ's got to be helping him on the play calling.
Has to.
And then I feel like we jumped the shark, and this goes with somebody else who just got hired or promoted. We heard all this noise about Blau being a really hyped up guy by some other people, and I feel like we just decided to hold on to him instead of really deciding to get a good complement to our fledgling defense. And like we jumped the shark, and like we talked about before, it's like we got a guy that does exactly the same thing that the guy that we just fired does.
I know.
So, but I'm not the only one that had a big day in the hiring process. I do want to give you your congratulations. You found your new head coach, Semco, new head coach of 20 years, Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, yeah.
My God, that's the worst hire. Well,
I mentioned this. It's the most anti-Steelers hire I think would have imagined.
Oh, I know. It came out of completely left field. And I'm starting to think now that, I don't know if Dan Rooney, the son of Art Rooney.
He doesn't have the juice that Art did.
Either that or he's just like, I'm going to do things my way and not do them the way that my dad did.
Get out of daddy's shadow.
Yeah, because he's changing everything. And look, you have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers somehow get something going.
Do something they did, 20 years ago?
It's the freaking Pittsburgh Packers at this point, which brings back terrible memories of that Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah, now you get to live it every day.
I hope they bring back Jordy Nelson, Clay Matthews.
Oh, man, now you're talking Jimbo's language.
BJ Raji.
Do the double check, discount double check. Yeah, all right. No, but I mean, you brought up a good point. Is this? Do you think this hire is explicitly to help coax Rodgers to stick around?
I got to think now with the stuff that like Dan Rooney's done. Yeah, I think he's playing into this kind of almost like the politics of the league and thinking so much of this quarterback-driven league. It's Aaron Rodgers. We got to do what we need to appease this guy. It sounds like it's an NBA franchise now where it's like we've got a star player and we need to try to surround him with everything we can to get him to stay. And it's like, dude, you've got the perfect opportunity to get a new coach, new quarterback. Yeah. Like Cam Hayward's leaving. I mean, TJ Watt.
He ain't getting any younger.
No, and you've got some good young pieces, but it's just you're just going to tread that same quarterback out there. The guys are just going to get 1 year older. I couldn't believe it. There's so many good, talented, what seem like head coach candidates still out there.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, that Nathan Shieldhouse guy, the in-game coordinator, whatever for the Rams, is like the Mike Tomlin of like the offense, but apparently he just like blows people away in interviews. Why didn't we wait to get him? Mike McCarthy's sitting there. No one else seemed to want him. Why
he's not. Yeah, his phone's not ringing off the hook. Yeah, I don't understand the hire, to be honest with you.
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think that's really what it is. They're like, we're bringing a homer back. We love our homers, except unless you're the Pirates, and then we don't like homers at all.
No, we don't hit nothing.
Nothing. I am going to, because I love me a good conspiracy theorist, Samko. You want to hear my conspiracy theory?
I would love to.
I kind of delved into it, and I'm going to give Darkness props because he kind of gave me the breadcrumb to get me to this point. Because he brought up, after we, of course, just showered you with praise about the hire on our WhatsApp group. Hey, Mike McCarthy, Steelers head coach. Yeah. Darkness made a off-the-cuff, let the arch sweepstakes begin. So my wheels started turning, and it brought me back to that Lovie Smith hire for the Texans. What was it, like 6 years, 4, 5, 6 years ago? Came into the Texans, established coach. Everybody knew he would do a Super Bowl with the Bears. What is the Super Bowl? So from the outside, it's like, this looks like a decent hire. He hadn't had success in forever, but he's a reputable coach. Lo and behold, he leads them to a 3-14 season, and the second pick overall, which they took,
C.J. Stroud.
Which is terrible. But in the moment, they're like, hey, we got our stud new quarterback. So here's my conspiracy theory. Mike McCarthy is a lame duck head coach. They have signed him knowing that he's going to tank them, crater them to a 2-win season so that when they get in that quarterback class of next year, not only Arch Manning, who else? Oregon quarterback. Who's going out next year? Dante Moore. Who else is going out next year?
Mensa.
Yeah. All of these quarterbacks available at the top of the order.
Sorsby. Oh my God.
Texas Tech Sorsby.
It's going to take a
Yeah, you boy. So you got all these guys and a much stronger quarterback class. Fire McCarthy. Then you've got a top pick with a great quarterback option to draft. Far more of an enticing coaching opportunity for these up-and-comers. I can get my quarterback. I can start fresh with a strong brand and a strong team. So that's what I think is going to happen. McCarthy, terrible season. Maybe he brings back Rodgers. Maybe he doesn't. I still am holding out hope that Rodgers completes the Favre trifecta.
I know.
And goes to the Vikings.
I know you do.
Oh, man.
I hope he does, too, because get him the hell off of my team.
But I'm saying he'll be there 1 year, get fired, and then they'll start fresh with a brand new quarterback and a brand new head coach. A new up-and-coming rising head coach.
Maybe by then, Shieldhouse will be the offensive coordinator of the Rams.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. The problem is McCarthy coaches. I mean, I think he made the playoffs 3 out of 5 years with the Cowboys. If Rodgers is coming back, I mean, they might still be close to a playoff team.
You're still just grasping for...
They're not going to be a 3-14 team.
I don't know.
With Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
I mean, it's more... The only reason you guys might not be 3-14 is, as far as I know, you still have that absolutely stunning defensive coordinator. You guys didn't lose your DC, did you?
No, we haven't lost him.
Yeah, so he's still around. He's still going to run that defense.
And I mean, there are some still good pieces on there.
Bazooka Joe, Danny Smith running special teams.
And let's just hope that freaking Joe Burrow goes down. The Browns are the Browns. Well, we find a way to split with them anyways. But I don't know. I don't see that. I think McCarthy. I think he's a decent head coach. I think we'll just be exactly where we were. Might miss the playoffs just barely. I'll be honest though. I hate being this guy, but I can't help. It's just in my natural. When I really don't think Tomlin. If this is what we hired instead of Tomlin, I would kind of want us to go 3-14.
Yeah.
Because just to be like, this is what you hired, and you gave up a guy that never had a losing season.
Hall of Famer.
This is what you did it for.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't go out to try to freshen things up, start something new. You just brought in a retread.
When I just, to your point, it's like, I don't understand the timing of it. It's like, you've waited this long. Why not wait until the best? Clint Kubiak's still out there. Clint Kubiak will get a head coaching job if he wants it. But now all that's left him is what? The Cardinals and the Raiders? Is Clint Kubiak going to go to the Cardinals or the Raiders?
I'd go to the Raiders before the Cardinals.
Yeah, because they've got, a first pick overall.
Yeah, they're going to get Mendoza, Ashton Genty in the backfield.
Yeah, all of a sudden, pretty appetizing.
Who's their tight end? Guy from Georgia? Brock Bowers.
Georgia.
Just got no one to protect the quarterback and block for the runners and pass block so that Bowers can get downfield.
The big hog mollies, they need those guys.
Yeah.
But so Clint Kubiak, you mentioned the guy from the Rams. It's like, why not just wait and interview everybody? Because to your point, Mike McCarthy was probably just sitting on the couch eating
ho-hos and...
I was going to give him baked Lays. He's not going for the really greasy Lays. He's eating the baked
he's
Lays.
Eating the greasy
I'm watching
stuff.
my weight.
I don't think he is.
Hurtful. But we saw a few other guys get hired. I do want to talk about this one just because the Bills are just a hot mess right now. Oh my God. And I can't help but say, you guys brought this upon yourselves.
Yeah.
Because they could have taken the high road after leaks came out about McDermott bashing the roster and whether that was true or not. They could have taken the high road, but they didn't.
Their owner, first of all, I forget exactly what he said. He hadn't spoken.
Yeah.
He pulled a Dan Snyder. Like, I thought Dan Snyder was the only owner that only spoke like every 5 or 6 years. That guy didn't speak anything.
Came out of the crypt.
And then he basically was like, oh, no, that wasn't the GM didn't make that pick in the draft, and it wasn't the head coach. It was some other coach that made the pick for Keon Coleman.
Talking about? And then you drag a guy that's still on the team.
No.
Like, what if Keon Coleman just like, why am I getting strays? What happened? What did I do?
I mean, you do kind of suck, Keon Coleman, but damn.
But you don't, his confidence is just, he's got to go. Like, I wish Keon the best, and I really hope he lands somewhere and just embarrasses the Bills somehow.
Yeah.
Like, if he went to the Dolphins, to
Patriots.
He could go to the Patriots. I was thinking Dolphins. Go him and Waddle. That'd be a good 1-2 punch. Waddle's the speed. Keon's the height. That's pretty much all Keon's got.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but they go ahead and they, first of all, what are you doing even interviewing Phillip Rivers? What was that? This guy has not coached outside of high school football. Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? When the Colts hired Jeff Saturday.
Yes.
If they had done that, I'm like, what was the idea behind this?
You can't just hire. You can't just hire a guy that has no coaching experience. I can't believe at the professional level, the billions of dollars.
Billionaires. These owners are billionaires.
And you're
supposed to be the smartest people, like cashing all those checks.
And you're going to take some guy that has only coached high school and expect him to run your whole entire franchise for you.
I mean, I know that he's got 14 kids, and he's got a lot of college tuition. He needs a job. That's why he came back to the NFL. But just to even consider it and put him into the coaching. But they ended up going, again, kind of what we did, and I brought it up. Blau, they brought in Joe Brady. And I've got certain feelings about this. I think Joe Brady has the potential of being a great head coach.
I do too.
But again, it smacks of what the Cowboys did with Shoddy.
Yeah.
And they're doing it again. And for this hire, and they can spin it any way they want to. It's like, familiarity. He knows Josh Allen, and he knows that offense, and the offense wasn't the problem, this, and that, and blah, 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 blah. Here's the real reason. I guarantee Joe Brady was like, if you do not hire me as the head coach, I'm going to go somewhere else.
As he should have.
I'm going to go and be a head coach for the Cardinals, or I'm going to be a coach for the Raiders. I'm going. If you pick somebody over me, I am leaving. So again, in a panic mode, instead of saying, you know what, it's a teardown, let's just start fresh, they panicked and they just hired the in-house guy.
It almost makes me think of, and you made the good point with the GMs, just makes me think then that the owner just had something, didn't like McDermott anymore.
Yeah.
The owner obviously is an aloof and kind of a dum-dum. But it's so obviously something McDermott probably said in passing or something that got under his skin. But it just breeds that just didn't like the guy and doesn't want to blame really anything on the way that his team has been built, the way that it's running. It kind of just said, I don't really have a problem with anything that's going on in this building. I just didn't like this guy, and I didn't want him to be the coach anymore because we're going to kind of just promote the next guy up who's going to probably do the same damn thing with the offense and with the team that McDermott did. So it's going to be the same Bills team.
Yeah, it's going to be the same Bills team. And just the cynical version of me, what I don't want to see happen is that Bean finally does surround Allen with talent. And they are more successful. They make it to the Super Bowl, let's say, and be like, they'll just lord over and be like, yeah, see, it was McDermott. He has a problem. It's like, no, you actually did what McDermott wanted you to do for the last 5 years. You just waited until after he was gone.
Yeah, you're gonna all of a sudden somehow draft well or trade for draft picks and then draft well, not just try to sign 30-year-old plus free agents. Yeah. That's what you gave McDermott to do.
I mean, it was impressive what Brandon Cooks did. I'll give a shout out to my namesake over there, Brandon.
Yeah.
He turned the clock back, and he actually, he's must have been in the year for 15 years?
Well, dude, him and Deshaun Jackson, man. Look, speed is always something you fear. I mean, because it's just
it's hard to defend. It's one of the hardest things to defend.
And you just look away from it for 1 second and gone. 60-yard touchdown. Yeah. So Deshaun Jackson was always the fastest guy on the field. Yeah. And even if he ran the same route every time, it's that one time that safety just doesn't quite get over. Done.
Yeah, that's all it takes. But yeah, so we saw the Bills position go. We saw the Steelers position go. These positions that were very, interested, they're very engaging are gone. And I honestly thought this would be the last one to get picked.
Yeah, but no one seemed to want to go
for it. The Browns, yes. I mean, I lost the list of how many people refused to interview. They said, thanks, but no thanks.
It made me feel so good because I'm telling you, the traction that I'm going to get with this NFL draft stuff, it might be years and years and years, but this is the start of it. People being like, I don't want to go to this organization. Yeah. I even saw one of the guys on ESPN, he said that Dante Moore Jr. went back to Oregon.
Specifically so he didn't get drafted by the Browns?
No, the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're a nightmare.
They are a nightmare.
But literally, people were like, yes, I believe that would be why he would go back to Oregon, because you don't want to be drafted by that organization.
Yeah.
It's starting. The wheels are in motion.
Well, you combine that with, I'm getting paid so much freaking money in college.
I mean, that obviously is a great tipping point because 5 years ago, it probably still would have gone to the draft.
Yeah. I mean, you just try and pull an Eli Manning. It's like, I'm not going to play for you, so you better trade me. But yeah, so Todd Monken, whose name looks like Todd Munchkin. which I'm just going to call Munchkin because it's so cute. He is officially the Browns head coach, but he's already got a fire to kind of put out because Jim Schwartz is pissed. The defensive coordinator for the Browns is furious that I don't even think they interviewed him for the job.
I don't think he should be. I don't think he's a good head coach. He's a great coordinator. He's the Josh McDaniels on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah. He's just not a good head coach.
Yeah. But, I mean, his days have got to be numbered there. It's like he's pretty much been told that you couldn't get anybody to interview this and you still didn't at least interview me. I have no future here.
Especially if he wants to be a head coach. Yeah, there's no point in him being there.
Yeah, so the Browns are still just a hot mess. And they still somehow have Deshaun Watson on the roster, which is hilarious. But, hey, they do have a Pro Bowler in Shedeur Sanders.
That's the sign. That's it right there. Pro Bowl over with. Don't ever talk about how many Pro Bowls this player made.
We talked about this,
I know,
like 3 episodes ago, how it's got no merit, no value at all anymore. And this is just proof. This is the final nail.
I mean, did literally every other quarterback just say no?
They had to have.
He played 5 games. 7
touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He had a QBR rating of 18. 18.
He threw like 4, at least 3, I think, against the Titans in one of those games, and threw for like 300
You mean
plus yards.
The world beater Titans?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, take away that game. What Pro Bowl? Seriously, me at that age, I probably could have done just as well as Shedeur Sanders.
Jason Semko, Pro Bowler?
Wouldn't that? Now that's alternate on my resume.
Yeah, that's going right at the top. What are your accolades and awards? Well, I did make the Pro Bowl. Alternate.
Once one guy at work applied for a department, and he's a young kid, but he definitely put on the resume that he was a D1 football player, and then was the captain of like his D3 football team.
What the heck, man? Oh boy, but yes, so
he got hired.
He got hired. It worked. So yeah, we've got just the Raiders and the Cardinals left. It'll be entertaining to see what junk gets thrown at them.
Boy,
man, but if they get lucky and they land, if one of those two teams somehow convince Kubiak or your guy from the Rams, Shithouse, is he a German? Isn't he black?
He is.
All right.
He went to Illinois. I remember watching him play at Penn State. He was good.
Yeah,
he was good, man.
Shithouse for Illinois. Yes, I remember him.
He was kind of like short, but he's
a scrawny guy.
He had a lot of moxie.
He would make a good coach that way.
Yeah.
But if they somehow get a coup because all these other teams just made horrible mistakes. And last on the coaching front, I mean, Aaron Glenn's days have got to be numbers. He just fired his OC. He's fired like his entire staff now. Aaron Glenn with the Jets.
Well, they just hired a defensive coordinator. But Aaron Glenn says he's still going to call the plays. Once again, Dante Moore Jr., brilliant,
smart.
Don't set foot in that.
Only problem is I don't see the Jets leaving the cellar anytime soon. So you just are delaying the inevitable. So,
well, just you can hope. Hope that maybe somehow the Jets
squeak out 5 wins.
Yeah,
just get me out of the top 3. Well, we can. That's a good transition to our QB, our college QB talk. Dante Moore deciding to stay. Somebody else trying to leave, and it getting real messy.
Boy.
Duke's quarterback Mensa, yet another one. We saw it happen in Washington. Yeah. We saw it happen in Duke. Set the stage for what Mensa was trying to pull, and how he kind of got away with it.
He did. He really did. He made it known. I mean, he signed a contract in December to play another year for like $4 million at Duke. And then all of a sudden, I guess Miami's making this run. Miami's got a lot more pub than they've ever had. And so now Miami wants to go after Duke's quarterback. And Mensa wants to leave and go play for Miami. And Duke is like, whoa, man, like,
what are you doing?
The season's almost over.
Yeah.
You just signed a contract with us in December. We've been figuring out everything with you, building our offense, building everything with you. Oh, and the kicker, too, the top wide receiver at Duke also wants to go to Miami now.
Shocker.
Too. So now Duke is like, well, what the hell? You have a contract, and was ready to sue their student athlete.
Well, they did sue him. They sued him, and they even, like, this is so ugly. They put a freaking restraining order on him.
Yeah.
Like, this is, you can't make this up.
No, but this is where we've gotten with this, is that this is what Duke, they kind of had to do it, which is what really sucks. Because at the end of it, it's like, you sit there and you're like, so you've got a university that's ready to, like, sue one of its students for trying to, like, leave. But it's also like, but what kind of precedent are you going to set then if you just allow any student that signs a contract with you that at any point in time can just bolt and leave you with nothing? Like, in a way, like, it sucks, and this is the world that we live in with litigation and everything. But to kind of at least figure out, is this right? Is this wrong? Like, can you do this or not? You got to sue. You got to set the precedent.
And we talked about this earlier about, like, and my argument was the team that he's going to, or the college that he's going to, needs to pay.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening was that Mensa actually had to pay. He apparently it's a substantial amount. It's all, cloak and dagger confidential, but apparently he had to pay a substantial sum back to Duke just to be released with it, and that's part of the settlement concern. I still think that Miami should have to pay in some way, shape, or form because they're getting away scot-free. They got their guy. They didn't have to do anything extra, even though, and this is where we start getting into the process of, it's like, what's tampering, what's not anymore? Like, we talk about anti-tampering. Oh, you can't tamper. Dabo in Clemson, he's like freaking out about Ole Miss, and he's suing them, and it's just litigation. It's like it's never been a better time to be a lawyer with. I don't even know what their specialty would be, like college contract law. And time to get on the. It's like, do you need to get out of your college contract? Are you getting invited to all the greatest parties in Miami? Well, then call me. Bgo Gordon, I'll get you out of that contract, and I'll get you your money.
You've got a face to be one of those lawyers.
Yeah. It's a real sleazeball, yeah.
You and Saul Goodman.
Yeah, man. God, I wish.
Saul Goodman.
It's a great show.
I know.
But, yeah, I mean, we talked about this, I feel like, on our second episode that we even recorded. It's been so long, but it feels like a freaking lifetime ago, even though we're talking about 10 weeks ago, and it's gotten, even in that short amount of time, in a relative standpoint, it has gotten so much worse. And it's not going to get any better. And it's like, where's the line? It's so blurred. Everything's gray.
Yeah.
What's okay, what's not? I wonder if the UW quarterback's like, Mensa got away with it, and maybe I'm going to revisit this whole going to Ole Miss.
That's why Duke felt like they
or LSU.
They got stuck in a corner. Same with Washington. They're like, we have to sue our own kid here because we can't just let this be what gets started. And it still is open for all of that. But yeah, you brought up a good point with like the tampering. Kid signed a contract, lose his number. You can't talk to him anymore. Like,
he is under contract.
Under contract, he's unavailable, done. You can't do anything until his contract next year runs out.
Non-compete. Like, you have a 1-year non-compete. It's like you cannot. I've got a non-compete with the company I'm with. I have a non-compete.
My wife does as well. Yeah.
I cannot go to anybody in the same industry for an entire year. So if I leave, it's just like sitting out.
Exactly. I was going to say,
let's get back to it.
We should. We absolutely should. There was really nothing wrong with the old system. I could maybe want to tweak it once again if your head coach leaves or the side of the ball that you play on coach leaves. Like, you could maybe leave, but I don't know, and not have to sit out a year. But yeah, you just want to go play for Miami just because, sit out a year.
Because they're up and coming, because they can offer you more money. And again, I'm glad that there are some repercussions for the kid. I wish there were more repercussions for the college that obviously had communication with this kid
the whole time.
Yeah. And say, hey, Beck's leaving. He's done his 8 years in college football. So we need another quarterback, and we're not going to, again, we get back to it. It's like, we're big enough now. We made the national championship. We're not going to home grow a guy. We're just going to get the best guy out there.
Like, I do love my Dan Lanning, and I do, but I hate the fact that they just go out and buy a quarterback every year. But that's the annoying thing.
Dan Lanning bought for Holmes.
Oh my God! Thank God Dante Moore is coming back. For Holmes in that offense.
For Holmes in the house. He's going to be there for 1 year. Get paid.
Get paid, and he probably will get drafted because he'll do well.
Well, let's talk about another guy. We're going to switch sports. We're going to stay in college here, but there's another guy that got paid to go pro.
This is ridiculous.
And then he decided, I'm going to go back to getting paid in college. So please elaborate the total mind F that is this Alabama basketball player.
Look,
Jason.
I know I went through some of the different rules and regulations as to how you could continue to be eligible, to play in college. And I went through, you got to be 5 years removed from high school.
Okay.
You've got to have not signed or played in an NBA game, which I think is still fuzzy in some of that. I never remembered seeing anything that said you can return within that 5-year period of graduating high school. You can return to a university that you participated in and continue to have your eligibility. But God bless you, Charles Bediako. From 2021 to 2023, you were on the Alabama Crimson Tide basketball team. You went undrafted. You played in the NBA, G League, and now you can come right on back and play again.
You went pro. Yeah.
You leaving your university, which I know, most college coaches, that when they saw this were like, okay,
this is getting ridiculous.
Man. This is getting crazy. If you're in college and you leave, you're done. That's it. Look, these guys that go play in Europe after high school and want to come back, maybe that's a different thing. Or maybe if they go to the G League and then go to college, that's crazy too. Shouldn't happen, but that's different. You can't have a guy that literally plays in college, leaves, and then can come right on back and play. And it's just
and welcome them with open arms.
Yeah. Once again, we'll talk later. NCAA just needs to make a decision. Are we semi-pro? Do the kids even need to go to classes anymore? Is it just a semi-professional team that plays on campus?
Well, I know you heard what Carson Beck during the finals, the championship week. They're like, "You have any classes?" It's I graduated 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you're not going to classes. I know you found a loophole. You're a graduate student, whatever you want to freaking call it. What does that even mean? I don't go to class. I don't have tests. I'm here to play football.
Just here to play football.
So we're there. I mean, it's a gray area, but the sheer fact that you can go and play with not only was he in the G League with the Spurs, he played on the Summer League, right?
Yeah, Summer League.
So he was playing with Wembanyama and Chris Paul at the time, maybe. And
not in the Summer League, but he's playing with Stephon Castle. I did play with Wemby. Yeah,
he's playing with pros, and then he's gonna go back and just slum it back in college. Even though he's not slumming, he's probably getting paid more than he was in the G League.
Well, that's the biggest problem is college. Actually, now it pays more than Europe. It pays more than the G League does.
That's wild.
So it's just you probably almost get paid more than if you're the 12th man on the NBA bench.
I mean, honestly, it's when's it going to end? We're going to have a guy that retires from the NBA at 40. He's I still got 2 years of eligibility left. I'm going to go back and play at LSU as a 40-year-old. You laugh, but what's to stop him? What's the difference?
Well, you got to have the 5 years since you graduated high school.
Okay.
But it's I don't know, could Luka Doncic
what if he
just
never
decide to go
graduated
play?
School? I never graduated. It's open.
Then you can. Yeah. Then you can play when you're 40.
I mean, didn't they do this in The Waterboy?
Just. Oh my God! If we get some Brian Cardinal looking guys all on these college basketball teams, they're bald and just look old. I mean, it's getting hard to watch already.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I do got to bring up. We're talking college hoops.
Okay, bring it on, man.
Brandon, I am so sorry.
The biggest grin on your face.
To hear and to have seen Nebraska basketball.
It's called Nebraska.
No, it's not. Suffered their first loss of the season.
20 games in, they lose to the third-ranked Michigan Wolverines in Michigan.
It might not be a bad basketball team. It's a down year in college athletics, which is why they're letting all these pros in to try to boost it up.
Listen, I am proud of my Huskers, my Nebraska Ballians, for going in as complete underdogs. They were 11.5-point dogs as an undefeated team.
That was kind of surprising.
You know I took the points on that one.
I loved that all of our friends put so much money on Nebraska.
And they all did it despite me.
I know.
Every last one of them.
But that's fine. Dwight Curse.
But that's fine. Listen, they had them on the ropes. It was a 3-point game.
It was.
They had every opportunity to get it. And to do that at Michigan's home court, it gave me a confidence boost. You might think that I'm down. I'm up. Because I love that they were able to compete at a high level against a quality opponent. A top 3 team.
It's true.
Now they're probably top 2 because they beat a ranked 5 Nebraska.
No, it actually is impressive when I saw something that it's like Arizona's number 1.
Yep.
And they're now like 21-0, but they were 20-0 when I read that this was like the 3rd best start in school history, and they had some killer teams with like Lute Olson back in the day. Yeah. Like that, when they had like the Gilbert Arenas, Richard Jefferson, Miles Simon team that won the whole thing over like a great Duke team, and they started off I think like 21-0, and I think some team was maybe like 22-0. I was like, man, you get to 20, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But man, I was like, man, Brandon has been right about he was like right about the college football playoff. He's been right about the NFL playoffs. I was like, I can't.
You gotta have. I need a win. I need a win. You will when they get their first tourney win in school history. Let's go.
I mean, they probably will. I will not pick them.
I can't wait. Like you're seeing again. Day is night, black is white. You've got Indiana football win a national championship, and you got Nebraska basketball making it. Hoiberg is our Signetti. We need to lock him up really for like 8 years, and he's not going anywhere. Speaking of Signetti, it's not on our outline, but I got to talk about this because I told Jimbo that I would. Now that it's official, congratulations. We were watching the game live. Yep. Indiana Hoosiers, congratulations. You are the national champions in the college football playoff. Incredible run, undefeated. But what came out is a lot of the little quirks that Signetti has, sleeping in his office and, all this, random things. And people are trying to, what can I do? What can I be to be like Signetti? And apparently Jimbo's at least idealized being like Signetti in one way because Signetti likes to go to Chipotle every day of the year for lunch. Every single day, the same order, every single time, like clockwork. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal's doing Chipotle college football articles, apparently.
Nothing else going on in the world.
Yeah, the Dow is down. They don't want to talk about that the whole time. They're just like, we got to mix this up. But yeah, he gets, and it's just such the most basic bitch order I've ever seen. It's rice, beans, and chicken.
Dude,
and that's it.
What kind of effing meal is that? That's coming from me.
That's fuel.
I'm Plain Jane over here.
Yeah, he is the king of Plain Jane.
No corn.
No corn.
Cheese.
I blasphemy. No corn or cheese.
Yeah, I know,
Two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I wouldn't want him coaching my team.
No, not with that menu choice. Yeah, but I mean, talk about just where's the flavor?
Yeah, it's Chipotle already. Look, have you had Meza?
Be careful. Jimbo is gonna unsubscribe if you start talking bad about Chipotle.
Can I just say that there's something that I think is a little bit better?
Sure. Yeah, you can give an alternative.
That can give like some more flavors.
Okay.
I think Chipotle. I mean, when you want just like a bunch of like rice and meat and just like a big old burrito, nothing better. But man, Meza, all them flavors, that like Mediterranean with all the different like hummuses and
it's pronounced hummus.
I don't think it is.
No, it isn't. I was going to see if I could get away with that one.
You got me with the pho.
There you go, pho. God, you'll get it one of these days. I'm going to bring pho in here, and you're going to eat it.
I would love to. I love pho.
Hey,
there we go. Yeah, got it. But no, Meza, it just has so many, like, just, you can make so many different flavorful options with all the different
Meza for your pleasure. You like the Meza?
And they're opening up one right up the street.
Ooh, I'm going to get so fat. Eating Meza every day.
We'll go like before every. We'll have our own pre-show routine where we'll have like. We could do Chipotle.
We could do Chipotle.
We could try Meza.
I mean, I wouldn't mind rubbing it in Jimbo's face. For somebody that loves Chipotle so much, he lives in a state that doesn't freaking have it.
Didn't he try
what
to
kind of masochist is this?
Didn't he try to like bring some back from Vegas or something, or did he just eat a bunch?
He just ate a bunch.
Yeah.
But there was also blasphemy on that trip, on our Vegas trip. I don't know if he just had a little too much fun the night before, but he actually chucked his burrito. He didn't even finish it. I was just, who is this? Who are you? And what have you done with my Jimbo?
Well, I mean, if you have a long night of the drinking, gambling.
Yes.
I mean, once again, we'll talk about it, but I mean, I remember after a long night of partying, a lot of our friends decided to try to do a eating contest at Icons.
I'm still arguing the results.
No one won because you all didn't even get a quarter of the way through.
I did too get a quarter of the way through. I need witnesses on this thing.
Maybe like a third. Disappointing from all sides.
Okay.
I think, one, it might have been Chris, took like 2 bites and was like, yeah, I'm done.
Someone said, I got to watch my girlish figure.
I think it was just from all the debauchery from the night before.
That too. Yeah, we didn't plan it out too well. Not the best time to have an eating challenge.
No.
But I have not one, but I've completed some eating challenges and I've gotten a few. I got high fives for life from Will Billy Whitaker.
Okay.
And I got the Venture Brother high fives from Seabear forever. Every time I see him, that's why he's always doing this to me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. See,
we'll have to get into that another time.
But those are my accolades. We're looking for accolades on the tennis front now. We can circle on Australian Open really quickly.
Yeah.
Both of my guys, Casper Ruud out.
Yeah.
Fritz was on the Fritz.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
I really wanted to pick Musetti earlier, and that's who ended up beating Fritz.
Yeah.
But I ended up not. So my guys are out.
Yeah.
But I'd said the whole time, this is Alcaraz's to lose.
And Sinner to play. I mean, they're just mulling through people.
Yeah. It's just not even close. 3 sets, 6-2, 6-4.
It's not even close.
I was a little bitter that Joko got a free pass.
I know.
When his guy forfeited.
I will say, though, I don't know whether he just was like, look, I know I'm at the end of my rope, and I know people don't really like me as much, so I just kind of want to do something that can be remembered as like somewhat nice. But you know what? He was a good sport. It was a match. He was losing. He is a fiery competitor. But, he gave Musetti a point where he lunged at a ball, and he did nick it. And he was like, no, I because the ball went out of bounds. And he's like, no, I touched it. Point to Musetti. And, crowd gave like a nice little like
a golf clap.
But that's always good to see. I will say
there is the Australian Open. Did they give him a Aussie, Aussie, Aussie?
No.
Oi, oi, oi.
I don't think
I would do that.
I think when the Australian guys are playing, they do that, and the competitors like hate it. But I don't think they do that when it's not an Australian guy.
Not like cranky. Like, you call that a knife? You call that a knife? Oh man, I would be the worst at a tennis match.
Dude, you would be like the heckler from Happy Gilmore.
Jackass.
Now that's a knife. Every time Djokovic is going to go up for like a serve, he's just saying something. Crikey!
A Vegemite! Oh, Vegemite! Yeah, I would try.
But no, the biggest story from the Australian Open, usually it's like the heat that gets everyone, which is still, they're suspending a lot of matches because of it. But the biggest one that's coming out is, especially the women.
Yeah, feisty. They don't
smashing them rackets.
My God, Coco.
Yeah. But it's becoming kind of like it is one of those that, because I know, I forget, I think it was that Ariana Sabalenka, who I think lost to like Coco Gauff, and she was seen in the locker room. It was like the French Open last year.
I remember this.
And she was smashing her racket, and it's like, look, let's not pretend that the guys don't do it either. I mean, they'll do it on the court more likely than not.
They'll do it for everyone to see.
Yeah, but it's just, at what point is it, come on, man, like there has to be a space that maybe we don't have a camera. Like, is that too much to ask for?
Oh, you're on the side of the players here. It's like, give me some privacy.
A little, yes.
Yeah.
Like perhaps the locker room.
Yeah.
Like I have to do a pregame press conference. I got to say something almost after the match. Then I got to do the press conference after the match. Can I have some place where, like, once again, like, we're human. We're running with all these emotions, and when you're out there, you're trying to be professional. You're trying to like not let everything get at you. There has to be an outlet somewhere.
Well, and then there's this overlying etiquette of tennis. It's like, it's a polished sport. So yes, we're shaking hands and we're we're
it's not that anymore. Nice.
And it's like, bleep this, smash rackets. They should just get like a little. When you're about to smash something, hand them one of those like Nerf rackets that like squeeze. It's like squeaky. You're like that'll loosen the tension. Well, no, but I'm actually on the side of you. This one is like we are, because it's such an individual sport. It's kind of like golf, where it's like people that truly watch, they just automatically see him. I know you because I see you all the time, and it's you against the world. But I especially like Coco and even your girl Osaka, who you are none too happy with at the moment. Like, I try and take a step back. It's like, I mean, they're, 20s maybe? Like, they might be even younger than that. The whole weight of the world is on their shoulders. And they're having to do this on a stage that is larger than you and I will ever be on.
Absolutely.
So I can only comprehend how frustrations and how the pressure can kind of get to you. So I agree. It's like, give them their freaking space. Like, and don't denigrate them if they show emotion.
That's the hugest hypocrisy, I think, in sport, is you want everyone to be so competitive. We're all so quick. If we see someone that doesn't seem to care, we get on them. What I would do, if I was in that situation, I'd be giving max effort every single time. But then when you see that emotion, that's not very professional.
It's like, where's your composure?
Oh my God, like, get out of here. It's the same thing as like, you want these athletes to get up there. You put their mic right after a game in the locker room. I was going to get to this next. It's like, is it too much? Like, should they just not be in the locker room? But you put the microphone in these NFL players'
with the sound bites.
Mouth. You want them to tell the truth. That's what you want them to do. You want them to be open and honest. And then the second that they're open and honest, you've got every single talking head that's saying,
tearing them down.
You shouldn't be saying all that stuff. Then why do we have the microphones in y'all's face in the locker room after a game?
Because it gives something for those talking heads to talk about.
Like us.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for throwing those emotions.
Yeah.
We'll never hate on you. We might hate on you a couple times when we think you're wrong.
Naomi Osaka, I'll hate on you every time.
Why don't you give the people a little taste of what
let's make this like quick, because she just grinds my gears to no end. But, I mean, she's been out of the game for a little while because she didn't want to answer any questions that, like, the French Open was going to ask her, because she was struggling and didn't want to be asked questions that she didn't want to answer. Just wanted it. But she has no problem walking out in, like, a Kobe Bryant jersey. She has no problem in touting her fashion line and letting everyone know that she's into fashion. When it's what she wants to talk about and it's convenient, she wants to be center stage. But when it's not something, she wants to run.
She gives you the Osaka Blocka.
The Osaka Blocka.
Osaka Blocka.
That's a good one.
Yes,
I like
you
that.
got that right here.
So she comes out to the Australian Open. She'd been playing for like a year or so. Comes out in this like almost what looks like a wedding gown with a veil or something to one of the matches. Looks. Oh, you got to see this thing. She's like covered. It's all white. It's like you got someone behind her, like holding something almost.
Was she like about to sing like a prayer or something like that?
Yes, it was. It reminded me of, remember when like Serena Williams wore the cat suit at the U.S. Open?
Oh yeah,
it was that, or like the denim, like the jean skirt.
What are you doing? Yeah, the denim jean. Like jeans have no breathability.
That's what Naomi Osaka walked out in. She wasn't going to play in this thing.
Yeah,
at least Serena played in what she walked out in.
Yeah.
But so Osaka, she wins that match. And then the next match, her opponent gets a little uptight with her at the end of the match, doesn't want to shake her hand. And Naomi's like, well, what happened? And she's like, you're over there on your other side of the court making all these noises trying to hype yourself up while I'm serving. Like, it's not how you play tennis. And Naomi, of course, is like, oh, well, I would never do that. No one's ever had anything against me. And, well, that's just your problem. It's not my problem. Like, so that's on you. And I didn't do anything wrong. And then all of a sudden everyone's against her and is like, that's not how you treat people.
Yeah.
Like the way you're talking, like you just come across as like an a-hole. And then what does she do the next match?
She forfeits.
She forfeits the next match. And I'm sure she said it's some stupid injury. And I know she did get some treatment during the match, but I just assume that's just time wasting and collecting herself. I think it's because she didn't want to answer questions.
Man, and nothing's going to light a fire under Semco like a lack of competitiveness and quitting. My God, like if there's two things I know that Semco can't stand is a lack of competitiveness and quitting.
And she just the fact that it's like you're at this highest level, you're required to do these interviews and stuff, and you've got that thin of skin that you're just like, I don't want to deal with this. And I was so happy when she went through her first, like, because she was the number one player in the world when she went through this and like withdrew from the French Open because they wouldn't not let her do the press conferences. And so she withdrew, and I couldn't have been happier. On the men's side, women's side, they're all like, this is the job. This is what you're supposed to do. Bye. Yeah. Like, good riddance. And so she's trying to fight back, and it's like, it's nice to see her try to fight back. But once again, don't come walking out in some outfit you're not even going to wear on the court just to make a scene to show off your fashion sense because it's convenient for you. And then all of a sudden, when things aren't going your way, you just want to run and hide and then want to come back in the next tournament and have nobody ask you anything about anything that you don't want. This is the generation we're living in.
It's like, I'm not here to talk about tennis. I'm here to talk about my wedding dress.
Yeah. Or how well I played in the match. Don't ask me what I could do better. I don't like to think of things like that. Get off the court. I hope you just don't come back again.
Oh, man.
That's my Naomi Osaka.
I like it. The little tirade. Fire, yeah. Well, she was number one. We got a few other number one competitors that were almost a week away from, man.
I know.
We're about to see some of the best competitors in the world. Hopefully they don't have that same kind of mentality. Hopefully they don't quit halfway through their meets or their events.
Well,
but the Olympics, it's time. It's our fourth consecutive episode of Olympic Talk.
Yeah.
And it's time. So let's get off the Osaka train, toot toot, and let's board the Olympic bus. Beep beep. Yeah, there you go. So we've been going over different stuff. We went over the movies. We went over the events that we're most excited about.
Yep.
So now it's time to talk a little nostalgia. Let's talk about our favorite Olympic moments.
Yep.
That we've seen, and we're keeping it to winter. Yes, we're keeping it to Winter Olympics.
Just Winter Olympics.
Yes. In 2 years, when we're still doing this, we'll talk about our favorite Summer Olympic
events. There's so
events.
many Summer Olympics.
I know. I feel like I was, just scraping the bottom of the barrel for these. I got a lot more for summer, but
there could be 5 for each of the Summer Olympics. Like I've got 5 or 6 here that I remember. But yeah, the summer, there's so many more.
I'll let you lead off. I've got a few here. I think that we can both just put it out there. It's the one that everybody remembers. Yep. It's the one that everybody will always cling to as a shining beacon. It's the Miracle Team, the hockey team.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one. That's the one that always is going to have that nostalgia, not only from...
It stinks that we didn't get to watch it, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, because it was before our time, so we got to hear about it. But again, when we talk to parents, you get encapsulated. I don't know about you, but my parents were like, it's one of those moments where I know exactly where I was, exactly what was happening in this moment of time, because it was so important and so vital in that moment.
The geopolitics behind it was huge.
Yeah.
And let alone, they were professionals. We had our amateurs out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
so many subplots, so many, things that were, put up against us, didn't give us a chance, we were plucky underdogs.
Whooped us in the round robin.
Spanked our little star-spangled booties.
But we won when it counted.
When it counted. That's right. So I think we can talk about that one. We can get that one out of the way. Obviously, the Miracle on Ice. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. It's one of the quintessential sports, broadcasts of all time.
It is. And it's just, watching a game like that, it just makes you want to go out and just play a sport, compete. Like, you just get that feel in you where you want to be like an athlete and fight for and play for your country. Yeah. No, that's probably going to be the greatest, American Winter Olympic moment
easily
ever, because once again it's just Cold War kind of in the backdrop of everything, just really amplified it to a T.
But I think you probably got some that you personally fondly remember, some moments.
That's actually all I had on here.
Good for you.
Ones that I personally remembered.
Well, lay it on me, Big Daddy.
So we're gonna stick with hockey, and we're gonna stick with the U.S. over Russia.
Russia
In 2014, it was just a round robin, but we still don't get along with Russia.
Don't.
I think what is it? That was around the same time when Putin. Oh my God, he'd like annexed that one little area, but it was like making a move and it was big.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But
by the way, it's like he could make so much money if he just started making Putin's poutine. Little Putin poutine.
That's true. I'm surprised he doesn't.
I know.
Well, now
he doesn't like
Canada.
Business. No, yeah. Canada.
But no, the shootout with TJ Oshie,
man,
that was so crazy. And I did a little bit of research before this just to kind of get things right as far as like how many, he took the last 5 shots, but I had totally forgotten until I read it. He almost didn't make the team.
Yeah.
He was the last player to make it, and it was because one of the assistant coaches, there was between 3 guys to make it. And everyone loved the other 2 guys for different reasons, and no one really had anything to say about TJ Oshie. And this is how the story goes. And one of the coaches said, yeah, but he's got that move if we get to a shootout.
Man, what a smart call.
I mean, and so they brought him on there. He was only on the ice. He was on the ice the 3rd least amount of time in that game. But he has that move. And I don't know, if you ever go back and watch it, you're like, what move? He just goes really slow, but then he's just quick with his hands. Sleep. But yeah, dude, I mean, he took the last 5 shots. You knew that he was going to, like, knowing that you're the one, that you're just going to have to keep going up there and keep doing this shootout. Well, how cool is that? But what pressure.
I mean, and that's the other thing. I remember it specifically, and I've got a little side story about this exact moment that I'll share with you. Some people might be, but we'll get there. I found out in that Olympics that you could have a guy go more than once. I was like,
too. Yeah,
I was like, what do you mean O'Shea's coming back up? He's going again? Oh my God. And just like banger after banger. It's like you just couldn't stop him.
Nope.
Couldn't stop him. He's just like, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep doing it. And part of you is like, we're destined to win this game, but a part of it is like, oh my God, can our goalie just freaking save one freaking shot?
Jonathan Quick, man, I know. But man, when you had to go up against like Pavel Datsyuk, Ilya Kovalchuk,
in their prime,
Datsyuk. I mean, Alexander Ovechkin.
Do you remember what time it was when you were watching that? Because this is when I was in Hawaii.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I think it was like in the morning for you guys. I think it was like 8 a.m. or something like that. Does that sound about right?
Do you recall? Morning? Not really, actually.
Okay, because I remember distinctively that I was living with Jimbo at the time. And we're like, oh, man, it's U.S. versus Russia. We got to stay up for this, or we got to wake up early. It might have been like 3 or 4 in the morning or something like that. And, of course, being the 20-somethings that we were, we decided that, it's like instead of sleeping and waking up for it, let's just stay up all night and do things that we're going to regret in the morning. And then when Oshie hit the first one, we found out that he was going to go again and again. You know what we decided was a great idea? We're like, if he's going to keep going, and every time he scores one, we're taking a shot.
Oh, boy.
So, 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. I lived in a high-rise with Jimbo at the time. We were on, like, the 18th floor.
Yeah.
That last one, did it. We won. A little bubbly going on. I literally run outside of our apartment, and we lived in Hawaii. So, it's like even the hallways was all open air.
Okay.
And I let it all go. I let it all go from 18 stories up.
Victory!
No, I let it all go. As in it's...
Oh.
Yeah, as it all came back up.
Oh, boy.
Rushing back up. And I looked down, and I just ride all over a minivan. And I was like, oh, no.
Thank God I didn't hit somebody.
Yeah, well, it was like 4 in the morning. Nobody's out there right now.
That's true.
But I was like, whoop. I was like, I'm not cleaning that up. But so that's again, that's a moment I'll always remember where I was.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, how can you forget?
Yikes!
Wow. Yeah, but
I mean, Ms. Abraham, I was the one taking the shot. Jimbo was drinking water. the whole time.
No, he's a good clean.
He's insane. I think he had to go to church that morning, so I think he's like, none for me, thank you. My shot is with the Lord.
Now you're just making up too much. Now she's just not.
I'm just laying on too thick.
Yeah, too thick.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, once again, the Miracle on Ice, that was actually the semifinal,
yes.
and the U.S. went out and actually won the damn gold. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Team USA lost 1-0 to Canada.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say this.
So didn't have the greatest ending, but yeah, I mean watching because once again the NHL you don't see a guy take more than the one shot, so that was so stinking cool.
I mean he just one man,
and it's in slow motion. He's going so slow, and you're just like, what are you doing? What are you you got to do something? And he just flicks with his wrist and goal, and you're like, all right, great, Team USA.
Don't change anything.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You're just like you can't. Why is this guy taking a penalty shot? This is our best shooter. With this, and he finished it every time.
All right, so that's a great moment. I'll give you that one. All right, give me another one. What do you got?
So I'm gonna stick with hockey.
It's all gonna be hockey.
No. This is the last one.
Okay.
But I just look. I love my Team USA. I really, really do. But there was just Team USA in Canada.
I knew you're Crosby lover. God, I knew you were gonna do this.
If ever there were a time where I would be okay with Team USA losing,
you are such a traitor.
It's to Canada, in Canada, with the greatest player of our generation, Sidney Crosby, scoring the game-winning golden goal.
Where's he from? Montreal? Go back to French Canada.
Montreal.
Yeah, he's not from Montreal. He's not cool enough. Probably lives in Winnipeg.
Good, I'll go to Winnipeg.
Yeah, you know what temp it is right now? Winnipeg?
Probably just as cold as it is here.
Negative 20 degrees
Probably, actually. But game-winning,
no,
walk-off,
freaking worst.
Goal.
Freaking worst, man. That was the worst moment in the Olympics. Not the best. This is supposed to be favorite moments. That's
a favorite
my
moment.
least favorite moment.
It's a great moment. It sticks with me.
Freaking Crosby.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Canada. Pass. Team USA all the way. Shame on you, sir. You're going to go repent to Uncle Sam. It was a great moment,
though.
Kiss Uncle Sam on the lips to repent.
Oh, come on. All the rest of them are pro-USA.
Okay. I need to get off of this pro-Canada, pro-Crosby talk. So why don't you move on?
I'm done with it. I'm done. Go ahead.
The Apollo Ono made speed skating cool.
That was fun.
Watching him race was absolutely fantastic. And I think it was really my first true introduction to the sport.
I was just going to say, I don't think it really got any publicity because
we were never competitive.
We weren't.
And then all of a sudden, this guy with just the worst goatee.
It was such
a little soul patch. Yikes! But man, he made it look cool. We were going around as fast as he did. Apollo Ono, just smoking people and just getting those golds. And he ended up getting 2 golds, I think.
2 golds, and then but that was his first. Yeah, that was his first year, and everyone was all hyped up on him. And then after that, he won some silver and bronzes, but. That was. I almost didn't think the sport existed or didn't care about it, but he was kind of like a bad boy growing up in Seattle. I think it was
the mean streets of Seattle.
He was kind of like a bad kid though, and it was his last chance before going to juvie or something like that, and somehow got interested in skating.
How is that not a Hollywood movie?
It actually should be.
Yeah,
that is kind of odd that it's not.
But Apollo Ono, that was definitely something that I remember very, very fondly growing up watching the Olympics. What else you got?
So probably my second favorite. I just kind of segued to the hockey to get over the hockey. I don't know. This one might be up there with the Oshie game. 2018, Team Schuster, the rejects of curling, baby.
Go back to curling.
Dude, John Schuster basically got kicked out of the USA Curling Federation. They said, we're tired of you going to the Olympics and disappointing us, so we are not going to fund you.
I remember this.
We are not going to help you. We really don't want you to be in the Olympics for Team USA anymore. So he said, okay, stick it up your blank. I'm going to form my own team. We're going to go to the trials. whoop everyone's ass, and go back to the Olympics. And what did he do?
He did.
Formed his team of the rejects, went to the Olympics. They were 2-4 in the round robin. They needed to win every single match after that to have a shot. And they won the gold stinking medal.
Gold medal, man.
How freaking cool was that? Curling on the map, curling as a mainstream sport.
For U.S., I mean, it's been around, and there are other countries that give it a lot more aplomb than we do.
They do.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, like the rejects, that whole plot line is
so cool.
So great. It's really great.
And then I watched, there's a great documentary.
Well, and he's got obviously that uniformly idealized Olympic body.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness, just chiseled from stone. Schuster.
So there's a documentary after that, getting ready for the next Olympics. No joke. They couldn't be less enthused about doing any physical activity. Like when they have to go to the gym, they're all just like, oh my God. Like trying to do like a sit-up or something. They're like, this sucks. Can I just curl, please?
Let me sweep the gym. That'll be my training.
But yeah, they don't look like athletes.
You can tell the custodian to go home. I will sweep and I will train at the exact same time. Well, the last one's got a little bit more sentimental, and it's one that I barely remember, but I remember my parents telling me about it and reminding me, and kind of refreshing, is the Dan Jansen golden speed skating. Do you remember this story?
I actually didn't. When kind of like researching some of this, that came up all the time, and I was like, man, I spaced on all of this.
Yeah, so it's like I remember it, vaguely, because again, he had just mourned his sister, and he never finished closer to fourth. And pretty much on his last race ever, he ends up hitting gold.
Yep.
So, redemption story. I feel like we have a lot of this, Ono, mean streets, redemption, Schuster, rejected.
It makes the great stories.
It does make the great stories. And it's like, that's really, for me, for Caps, it's like, I mean, the other one, and again, the one that's freshest in my mind, and it's funny because I'm going to sound like I'm contradicting myself because we talked about how we really don't think snowboarding should be in the Olympics. But when Shaun White won the gold,
it was
in the
exhilarating
twist,
though.
That was, and his energy, it was palpable. And I think that was the first year that the snowboarding was in the Olympics, if I recall.
First or second.
So it was a very emphatic, like, USA owns the sport. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Yeah. So there was a lot of that flying tomato. Reminded me of Austin McGrew.
I was just gonna say, and he hated that.
He hated it. He's like, don't call me the flying tomato. So when you snowboard, you're redhead. I mean, it's kind of just, it's right there for the pick, man. Take the victory lap.
Guy was a great skateboarder too. Like, why wouldn't you want to be like?
Yeah, you want to be compared to that. Yeah, absolutely. But I remember that pretty distinctly.
That was cool.
But when we went over this, I was like, man, I'm kind of at a loss for I enjoy the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, there aren't as many like super big ones.
Yeah, things that you just remember beyond relief. But do you have any? You got one more?
Well, I've got one more that I think we forgot, and then there was a couple I just wanted to like throw in there. We forgot about the Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh yeah, well again because that wasn't even about the sport itself.
I know. She won silver though.
She did.
That was big.
If she had won gold,
that would have been.
I would have put her at 1. Why?
I definitely do remember Tara Lipinski at like 15 winning gold.
Yeah, bet you would, you weirdo.
It's just who wins? I mean, that's so young. It's like that. What was it like last year? It was or the last Olympics. It was like the 14 or 15-year-old Russian chick that got busted like with like some doping, but they still let her compete or something.
It's like boosting testosterone. She's like, I am 14. It's fine. Do not worry.
It was like L-carnitine that got her, which I'm like,
what is that?
It's like an amino acid. It helps you burn fat, gives you some energy. I'm like, really? That's illegal? I was like, doesn't really do anything performance enhancing wise. Man, they're strict.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I wanted to say, the last one, because I do look at some of it kind of like, once again, the Miracle on Ice, kind of like what was going on, like geopolitical and stuff, and like, for instance, like last World Cup, U.S. played Iran. That was like a big game. Like I'm gonna, my guy Christian scoring that goal and like literally getting like demolished afterwards, but like knew he was gonna get killed. And like still went in there like body first, and he couldn't play the rest of the game. Like he just got crushed, and you saw it coming from a mile away. And he's like, I don't care. I thought it was great in Pyeongchang, South Korea, when the North Koreans and South Koreans walked out together.
Yeah.
That was kind of a powerful moment. Yeah. I know it really probably didn't really mean anything to North Korea because they kind of all went back to doing their same thing. But it's like that moment, though, you just kind of, you just get that glimmer, but you're just, it's kind of what like these sports kind of can do at times.
Yeah.
And it just had that
build
like
bridges and
that lasting moment or that like hope. And I thought that was just like, I think that's what the Olympics should be about, is like whatever's going on outside for these 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. Like it's about like countries competing against each other and just like going at it for sport, and we kind of leave that away. It's kind of like there's like those famous stories where you'll hear like, you know, countries that have bbeen like warring with each other will stop to watch the World Cup final or something. Like, you know, those are kind of, that's why one of the things I love about sport is it's,
I mean, you talk about like great. World War II and like the Olympic Games in Berlin and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's a moment that I won't
it's
forget.
Impactful.
It was impactful.
Yes. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I was too focused on like the results. I was like, goal, goal, goal. You were like, unity.
Yeah.
World peace.
The stuff that when you're going to get ready for like Miss America, you got to get ready to answer.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
It's not all about the bikini portion.
You got to show you got some brains too, you know?
Yeah. It's not about what you're wearing, but apparently Norway didn't get the message. Norway's ski team. I don't know about you. Heard about this. Olympics aren't all about the unity and whatnot. No. Sometimes you got some dirty deeds.
You do.
Some dirty deeds going on. So while we closed the Olympic chapter on our podcast on something of a conspiracy, kind of a little taboo, if you will. So for those of you that don't know, Norway's ski team, 2 of their top performers, I believe, their ski jump, right?
Yep.
Ski jump got suspended for altering their attire, if you will, to try and, I guess, catch more wind, sail, float a little bit longer. Yeah. But what makes it so provocative is how they decided to do it. How did they decide to get an edge?
So apparently, if you're sitting there thinking around the body, what area that if you were to inflate would actually give you a greater distance in the air? And believe it or not, everybody, science. This is science.
It's science. We didn't make this up.
The crotch area.
The crotchular, I think is the medical term. Crotchular area.
If you embellish or enlarge that area by just 1 centimeter, you can go almost 3 meters longer in the air.
My goodness. 3 meters?
Yeah.
For 1 centimeter?
Yeah.
Why don't they just give their suits to Sea Bear and just let them stretch them out? I bet you that's what they did. It's like Sea Bear's like, why do I keep getting these? I guess I got to try on. This one doesn't fit.
You should be in the Olympics. Yeah. You're like a 5-time gold medalist.
Yeah. I was like, no, but how did they stretch this out? Do they just have these guys just watching like a loop of like Sydney Sweeney and like Euphoria? Like, it's my
or whatever they're into.
Yeah, whatever they. I mean, it's Norway. Yeah. They go crazy kind of stuff right here. Yeah. So, so are you? I mean, do you diminish that? I mean, any edge you can get.
Look, man, I understand the saying, like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But, man, like, apparently, too, everybody knows that that's the area that will get you, like, the most distance. So everyone's like, how bold is that?
Yes.
Which makes you just wonder then, like, at these competitions, are people, like, other competitors, are they, like, checking out everyone's, like, package area?
You're like, hey! I was like, that looks a little flappy down there.
I was kind of hoping.
How close of a zoom are they getting?
Exactly.
All right.
Get the cell phone out or
1
something.
centimeter too large. Get out.
I was kind of like hoping it was like how this got busted open was it was like one of the Norwegians like ex-girlfriends or something.
She's like, it's not that big.
Yeah, like watching it is like, whoa, he ain't packing like that in there. Like, you need to really check that, guys.
Just a spiteful ex.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, it's not him. That is not him. I have seen it. It is not him.
Does not have a bulge like that, even on a good day.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You know, everybody's trying to look for their edge. I can appreciate that. But I mean, just a comical way. And it's like, what if you're those skiers just like, I did not need. That's me. I don't need that.
I know, right?
It's like it's all me. going in there and just like, what are they getting their hemming kit out? They're like
that's needle what it seemed like. Yeah,
it's like, oh man, it's just I'll just knit an additional lapse, or they tearing the seam, so they're just floating around like flapping in the wind,
trying to like retie it
it's
up.
A little chilly down there. My goodness.
I don't know. I was like, but then after that, I was like, so now the lengths they have to go to check this is it's like they gotta like you gotta go through almost like an airport security biometric like screening like before and after your jump. They like put something like on your suit or something that can like read somehow some levels. They take the suit when you're done and they like inspect it. It's like, is it really like a sport? Like, I don't know. I was like, this is like too much at this point.
This is too much. Yeah. Well, you know what's too much there, Simcoe, as we come to an end here. Too much is getting a car flying through your house at all days and nights. Have you heard about this story? I'm giving you the weird news to end the podcast.
Let's go.
Have you heard about this one?
I have not. Enlighten me.
Okay, so apparently there's this guy who was just minding his own business. He's a 70-year-old man. He's an old man. He's not a spring chicken like you or I, sitting there at 40 plus or 40 minus or whatever you want to call it. But Skip Cunningham, apparently he's just minding his own business. He's watching TV, or he fell asleep on his couch middle of January when a car literally crashed into his home and landed on him. Now, that's another craziest thing. So, apparently he tells him, he's like, yeah, I woke up, blood running down my head, and this car's laying just on top of me. And the guy's just going to get out of the car. Sorry, we'll call 911.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
not 911. Yeah, so he's very polite that they're calling an ambulance for him. Gets like 13 staples in his head. Apparently, on the way to the hospital, this guy's like, I'm super lucky that a car crashed into my house and I didn't die.
Yeah, you are.
He wanted him to stop for lotto tickets. And he got butthurt that they didn't stop.
They wouldn't stop for him?
He's like, they wouldn't stop. I just wanted to get some lotto tickets because, I just got crushed by a car.
Yeah, I'd do anything for that guy to hope that maybe you won't sue me for as much as you're going
Yeah, it's
to.
like if you're the person in that car, like, yeah, I'll buy all his lotto tickets if that'll get me off.
You want a $20 scratcher? I'll do two $20 scratchers for you.
But here's the crazy thing. He's been living in this house for 50 years, Simcoe.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time. Apparently, cars have driven into his house 5 times.
Where do you live?
Are you literally like on like a turnpike? Like how do you have cars crashing into your house? 50 years, that's every 10 years you're getting a car through your house. What kind of is there any insurance company in the world that's going to insure that house?
There can't be at this point. We're not touching this.
That's the car crash house. We're not going near that house. Why are you still living there?
I don't know. Yeah, 5 times? I'm trying to think of any houses nearby where we live that are in like danger of getting hit 5 times. But I can't. There is one. I don't know if you've ever been. It's where like Otterdale and like Old 100, and there's like a roundabout. Literally though, through the roundabout, someone's driveway is like within that roundabout. Like you have like that's kind of dangerous. I think.
Yeah.
But the house is so far back, no one's gonna hit it. Where are you that this is happening?
Well, and
nuts.
And before you all tell me it's like, oh, well, it must be some kind of like third world country or something like that. This is in upstate New York. It's Watertown, New York.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you still doing? Like, you've been living there since he's 50 years. He's been living there since he's 20. You don't have the common sense to get out, get a new house, or does he just like you know what? It's a thrill. It's like I'm just minding my own business, and bam.
I hope that's
get a Volkswagen
closest
right
it's ever come.
Maybe that's how he met his first wife. Maybe it's like, yeah, she just crashed into my house, and we knew it was love at first crush, or something like this. Crash, love at first crash. There you go. I like it. So yeah, I would. Would you do anything after the first car crash? Would you stick around in the house? You're like, well, it was a fluke. 2 times, you're like, okay, that's a little strange. When is your breaking point? How many cars have to go flying through your house before you cut it? You give the 1, it's a fluke. 2, it's okay. Something's going on.
Because it makes me wonder.
It's like, did somebody have somebody put a kick me sign on the back of my shirt, except it says, "Please crash into my house."
Yeah, I know, right? Like filming will be on video. Like just fly into the house. What is it like around like some like bend or something, and the house is like right there. And
I don't get it. Or is it like, is this some kind of weird thing where it's like when somebody gets hit by lightning like multiple times?
Yeah.
It's like you're more likely, once it happens once, now you're just a literal lightning rod for cars crashing into your house.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, those guys have been like, struck by like 3 or 4 times by lightning. And maybe this guy's house,
maybe
gotta look at it. What
if
it's literally like 20 feet away somehow?
Yeah. Or what if he's just got like an industrial magnet under his house? He has no idea. He's like, I don't know why he's literally pulling cars into his house.
I was in a car with a girl, and we were some friends that ran into like a building. And it was just, it felt like it was in such slow motion going into a parking spot.
You were in the car when this happened?
Yeah, I was in the car. Yeah, I was in the back seat.
It was you. When was
No, this wasn't me. No, this was down at like Newport News. But no, just driving in to go park, and this was at like, I forget what we were doing, but it was just like one story, almost kind of like where you find like dentists and doctors' offices.
Okay.
And, just like going into a parking spot, and I'm just kind of like, she needs to like slow down. And
she's not slowing down.
Just blew over like the, what is that you call it? The parking block that's down there to like stop you.
Yeah.
Just blew through that, blew over the curb, and then she's like, I'm hitting the brake, and is hitting the gas, and just goes right into the brick building.
Oh, my God. Did the airbags, the whole 9?
Yeah, they went off. But it was funny because a friend of mine was like dating the girl, and he's like, how stupid are you? Like, you're not hitting the brake.
How old was she?
We were in college.
Still, like, you've been driving for at least 3-4 years. Like, let's get it together, people.
It was just. I mean, thankfully, by the time, because you had the curb, it slowed it down like a decent amount. Like, I mean, it left a dent, but I didn't like blow through the brick walls or nothing.
Okay.
But it was just. I mean, it's not like it's right there though. I mean, we still traveled after we got up the curb. Like, car is. Even the back tires are over the curb, and we are still going and still hits the building.
Stop.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, that's just insane to me. Like, people just, we can get into like terrible drivers, but they're just everywhere. And this is the reason why my wife never wants to drive anymore.
I get that. My wife, every time she seems to go out, has some. We live in like completely different worlds. I drive all the time. She works from home. Yeah. I'm on the road all the time. I notice like nothing that goes on that seems like there's going to be like an accident. But God forbid I'm in the car with her or she's in the car, because I'm even there sometimes, and there are accidents waiting to happen all over the place.
Everywhere.
Like, it is people just going through like red lights, trying to make like a turn where they shouldn't. It's chaos out there sometimes.
Yeah. I'm looking at the video. First off, this guy looks like a kind of a guy that would get hit by a car. And second, it's like he's at like a T intersection, so I don't know if people are just flying through the T and just running right into his house. But again, you get 5 times, move.
Yeah, it's
time to go.
There have been multiple signs.
You must be under like an Indian car burial ground you built your house on, and just like the car poltergeists are just trying to kill you.
Or you did something to some really nice car one day.
Yeah, you
gave it a bad paint job or something.
Stuck something in the tailpipe, shouldn't have gone there, or something like that. And it's time to pay the piper, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, man. So be careful out there. Drive safe, everybody. Ice or no ice, you never know when a house might just creep up on you. And bam.
Yeah, come out of nowhere.
Just, hey, that duplex, I didn't see it coming.
Did that just get built yesterday? I didn't see that the other day.
When they put this here?
I remember.
It's like, this neighborhood's just going to crap.
Yeah.
Putting houses in streets.
Oh, my God. Man, I'm not going to lie. We had a lot to go over today, and we are under 2 hours right now.
I'm proud of us.
We're
getting more efficient.
I think so.
Should have spent more time shaming you for not knowing Mel Brooks movies. start doing my...
Well, that's what we tried something different. We started with like a non-sports topic in the intro.
Yes.
See how that went.
Yeah.
So obviously we could have spent maybe a little bit more time, but I think the message came across that I didn't know anything.
You don't know Jack, and I'm a huge Mel Brooks diehard.
You're just a movie nerd.
I'm going to go watch him right now. Young Frankenstein.
I think I'm going to go watch Hot Shots Part 2.
Terrible. Terrible. I dare you. I'm going to roll over in my grave listening to you watching Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen.
Man, me and Chris Hunter would watch that movie.
I bet you would.
Yeah, and just laugh.
Couple of Hot Shots watching Hot Shots.
Yep. It was a gay old time.
I bet it was, in more ways than one.
Oh, you got to take it there. I was just using the term from like the 1900s.
You're making DW jelly right now.
I know.
It's like, where was I for all of this?
I think that was before him and Chris's like budding relationship started.
The first time I met Dwight, I was hanging out with his soon-to-be wife, now ex-wife, and he was like the one of the check guys at the dorm. You know how you had to walk by the check desk?
He was an RA?
Yeah, he was an RA.
Oh no, what I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You had to like, if you came in and you were
straight-laced. Try to be straight-laced.
Yeah.
It's like your best behavior, walking by at all hours of the night.
Though, they could easily tell, right?
Of course.
I mean, we thought we were so calm and cool, but you're just like, hey, man, how you doing? Here's my card.
Evening, gentle sir. How was your evening tonight?
What are you studying over there?
Get into anything unscrupulous? I do believe so. Like, get out of here. It's like, I don't want to police you. I really don't. Just don't make it so easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, but he'd probably laugh at us. He'd probably laughed at us all the way to the elevator.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, no, DW got a shout out. Kurt, we talked about Mel Brooks movies. I know you were a fan. We talked about a few barely legal Australian Open women's tennis players. I know you're a fan of that too.
He was a big fan of the women tennis players.
He did. Especially
loved the screaming.
Yeah.
That, by the way, look, the women's game has so many issues.
Wow.
But the fact that literally the first point of the game, it would be a contest of which of the women would just start screaming the loudest off the bat was the automatic turnoff. Like, look, I get it. Like, the guys will do it after they've been playing for like 3.5 hours. They're
exerting the last little energy. They're like, yeah.
Yes. But for the women, it's like, it's part of their game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you guys, you don't have a dominant woman. You had Serena Williams, who could only serve. You all just get upset by everybody. Like, there's no clear-cut top people to root for.
Yeah.
And then you add that as, like, the cherry on top to make it unwatchable.
Yeah. I mean, all Jay Bear wants is a good dom woman.
Yeah, and is that too much to ask in any of these sports? So I got to go to the WNBA for that.
Yeah, that's nothing but doms. There you go.
Ooh, that's too much.
Oh, my goodness. I'm a little fried. Okay. Didn't know I liked that. Okay.
I learned something about myself.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Good times. But I do have one really quick
We've got
story.
time.
Yeah, we do have time. I was actually watching it today.
Ooh.
I left work a little bit early. But I was watching some Champions League soccer.
Oh, we can end this episode now.
No. This is a fun story.
Okay.
So it's the last, you play 8 kind of like round robin games. And it's a lot of teams advance, but the top 24 teams get to move on. And there's more to it, but we'll just leave it there. Top 24 teams get to move on. So Benfica, this one team, is playing Real Madrid. Real Madrid needs to win because they want to get in the top 8, have a bye. So they're playing for something.
So the top 8 get buys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Benfica is fighting for like that 24th spot. They're already not doing well to be in that spot, and it's Real freaking Madrid.
Yeah, and Benfica's this small little team out of Portugal.
Yeah, and they're not even having a good season. They're not doing great in the Champions League, and Real Madrid is Real Madrid, so you just assume Real Madrid's going to win.
This is a steamroll.
Benfica gets the lead. Real Madrid ties it up. Benfica gets the lead again. Real Madrid ties it up. Benfica gets the lead 3-2. You're like, this is great. They've got a chance. All these other games are going on at the same time as well. They're playing them all at the same time because it's the last game.
This is the big upset. One. Yeah.
But it turns out that Benfica, to get the 24th and last spot, needs to beat Real Madrid by 2 goals.
So it's not enough to beat Goliath.
They need to score another goal, and they find this out in like the 89th minute.
Oh,
we're about in stoppage time.
Like, by the way, guys.
Yeah, because some other team like scored a goal that made it. Then they had to like score another goal.
Point differential.
So that's the fun part about those. Yeah, exactly. Goal differential. So Benfica, they're like, and the crowd is going nuts. They're raising up. They're like, we got to get a goal. And you see the coach, who's a famous coach, Jose Mourinho, who's won like Champions League titles and stuff, and he's a polarizing coach. And you just see him like wave to his goalie, like, come on, go up. And the goalie like sprints up, and the crowd is going freaking nuts. Like they see him running up because Benfica's got a corner kick, and so he's running all the way down the field, and everyone's like, yes, come on, let's do it. Corner kick comes in. Goalkeeper comes flying through, diving header, scores the goal that puts them into like the next round.
The next round. The goalie. The goalie. The Mighty Ducks are bringing the goalie.
But the place
should have watched Mighty Ducks too.
Nuts.
If Real Madrid's coach just watched Mighty Ducks too, they would have got to watch the goalie.
They didn't.
It's Kenan Thompson in disguise, and he's gonna hit the knuckle puck.
But man, the place went nuts. The announcers went crazy.
Yeah.
The stadium went nuts. I mean, look, they probably know they're gonna lose in the next round.
This is their Super Bowl. We talk about it just like any kind of other underdog. We talk about it in the college football playoffs. We talk about it in like the big dance. It's like, this is their Super Bowl. Yeah. They know that the chances of them going any further are slim to none, but this beating a Goliath and winning that way.
In that fashion.
And Real Madrid's like, the funny part is Real Madrid's like, okay, so we don't get a bye. Like, that's probably what they're like. Like, that kind of sucks. Good for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, well, they've got their own issues. They just fired their coach a few games ago.
Ooh, drama.
So this is actually kind of disappointing.
Because he didn't watch Mighty Ducks 2. Yes, that's why.
They needed some of that motivation.
Yeah. Can I change one of my best Olympic moments to the Mighty Ducks 2 when they were in the Olympics? Even though that didn't happen?
Sure.
Same thing with Blades of Glory. Man, I'm a little embarrassed. Why wasn't Mighty Ducks 2 in my Olympic movies? Because it wasn't real. Neither was Blades of Glory.
Wait, was that the Olympics?
That was the Olympics they were in. Yes, it was.
No, it was like a junior type thing.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was like a world championships or something. It was not the Olympics. I think I'm going to out-movie you. Oh, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. You're going to lose so much credibility.
No, I'm not.
Even if it is just a Disney movie, which is kind of my wheelhouse, believe it or not.
Who's the coach? Who's the actor that plays the coach?
Oh, Emilio Estevez.
Okay, I'll give you that. Can you give me the Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you. Oh, what's his name? He's in the Skulls.
The Skulls, he is in the Skulls.
Rest in Peace, who's the guy from I'm Trying to Delay. Something McNamara in that show. Oh, my gosh.
Paul Walker?
Yeah, Paul Walker.
McNamara.
No, that was the kid's name in the Skulls.
Okay.
Oh. Crap. I'm going to be so angry. His name was Charlie in the Mighty Ducks.
Charlie. That's right. Come on. Let's get you there. You're going to get there, guy.
God, I can't do it.
It's JJ.
Joshua Jackson.
There you go. Yeah. You got it. And you are correct. It is the Junior Goodwill Games. The crap is that?
All right.
Some kind of Olympics knockoff.
This is our last podcast episode we're ever doing. So it's known to everybody. Jason out movie knowledge, Brandon.
Yeah, something like that.
Beautiful.
These are a bunch of no-name actors. None of these guys are in anything anymore, except for Kenan Thompson.
And poor Goldberg.
He's
running them streets.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I remember they picked up that hottie goalie. Remember her?
Yeah. She had that quick glove.
Yeah.
Put her in the shootout at the end.
That's right.
Because of the glove.
That's right.
Going against the guy from Iceland that was like all about her or like talking trash.
Like, good game.
Yeah.
He gave her. There's some. Do you remember what their coach's name? The evil Icelandic team. Why was Iceland the bad guys in this movie? Like there are so many easier choices to have as the bad team in the country. They're like, we don't want to piss anybody off.
We'll just use Iceland.
Iceland's like, what did we do to you? Like, I mean.
Maybe they assumed Iceland wouldn't hear about the movie.
His name was Wolf Larsen.
That's right.
Wolf.
I would never gonna. Yeah, and he's the one that like breaks Emilio Estevez's knee for a second time.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so sorry for that. Yeah,
it was always so funny to me. I always love how in some of these movies it reminds me of like Rocky IV, when it's like the American, you know, in that matchup with the Icelandic coach, Emilio Estevez, he's got like his hat on backwards with like cool jean shorts on or something, and he's in like
jean shorts. You're wearing jeans. You're on ice.
Wearing jeans. Okay, and he had like a flannel shirt on, and the coach is like dressed to the T in like the nice gear.
Yeah, he's wearing like a jumpsuit, all black.
And you know, Rocky 4, he's out there, you know, he's lifting the log, but Drago's out there like in like the really
he's
nice
in a science lab,
a
robot like do like
even though we're the most like technologically like furthermost,
but he was they didn't give him any of that technology when he went over to Russia, so he
didn't want it.
He didn't. No, he's like, I'm just gonna pull levers in a barn. That's what I'm gonna do.
I feel like if you showed that, like if you were like a athlete, high school, and you wanted to see if like the kid had what it would take to like raise to the next level, or like have the like what's the word I'm looking for? The desire to like be great. Show him that part of the movie in Rocky 4 where they're training. And if he's not ready to go out there,
he's not chomping at the bit. He's like, yeah.
Then cut ties with him. Like it ain't there then. Because if you're not ready to go out there and like play your sport or fight or something after that, like a workout montage, then I don't know. I don't know what motivates you, man.
I mean, yeah, the same thing with like the hot rod dancing montage that he did. Andy Samberg, hot rod. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
He goes flying off a hill. Like, what happened? Like.
That's a very underrated movie.
It's a great movie. Definitely people sleeping on Hot Rod.
You know what movie I saw that came on? I didn't tune it on, but I saw it on that I think is so underrated. Let's Go to Prison.
Yes, Will Arnett.
With Chi McBride.
Chi McBride. Chi.
Is it Chi?
It's Chi McBride. Chi. He doesn't have chi. He's not like meditating in there. He's doing other stuff. He ain't meditating.
He ain't meditating.
No,
my little Pisces. Such a good movie.
You remember who the bad guy was in that movie? The prisoner that Will Arnett takes care of?
No.
Michael Shannon.
Oh, that's right. Leonard.
Yeah.
I think his name was.
Don't scream. There's a fork in his...
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite, I think, like, underrated
It's
movies.
A good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to put it on, like... There's a lot of underrated movies.
Well, I mean, you're the guru.
Yeah,
you probably know more than I do.
I mean, it's proven, but
unless it's a Disney sports movie.
Disney sports movie. About those plucky. You can pick up Kenan Thompson playing freaking street ball with like a rollerblades.
Yeah,
they just pick him up off the streets.
I know. When you really look back at that movie, you're just like, okay, this is the most unbelievable thing.
Well, and it's like, I'm sorry, the knuckle puck. What is that?
I know.
It's like it slows the puck down, but it doesn't like it adds a curve to the puck.
Well, it did in the movie. It like moved around.
No, you had
the fact that it hit the goalie in the head and knocked him over.
Wow.
No, you know what?
You like the Smash Brothers?
Yeah, they were fun. The goons. I mean, every team needs a goon.
Yeah, but goon is also a great.
Yes, it is. What's Sean William Scott?
Sean William Scott.
One of my probably favorite actors.
Baruchel, who I've met before.
Oh.
At a McDonald's in Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going deep dives.
Deep dives.
Yeah.
But no, I want to say, because we talked about some of like our favorite Christmas movies, and we talked about how like Home Alone was up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think like a few weeks later, we watched Home Alone 2.
Okay.
And the first movie, if you actually want to like look at it from like a movie standpoint, it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Like the way that they write it and how it all connects and everything, it's fairly believable. The second one, and it's the same writer, I think. Terrible. Kevin, he gets into like his uncle or aunt's house or whatever there in New York City.
The one that's all like under renovations.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he like literally goes into that house. He's there for maybe 5 minutes and then like leaves, and I forget where he goes, or he goes to like the toy shop to ruin
check
their
a brick.
Yeah. So then the next scene, he goes back into the house and rolls out this script of like how he's going to booby trap the house, and you're like, when did you have time for this? I was like, whoa, that was like pretty bad.
That's a plot hole right there.
Yeah.
You're starting to pick out plot holes. That whole movie is just a device to it was just a arc and a device just to get to the slapstick of just beating the crap out of these guys in an abandoned house.
It was. I forgot how much. There was so much beforehand, which was good. It was fine. But yeah, you don't really realize, like, oh my God, it's been like 2 hours. Like, how are they going to get this, like resolved? And then they just kind of all of a sudden, like, here's the blueprints, sets up the house in 2 minutes. It's like he's been there his whole life. And, at least in the first one, it's his own house.
I mean, I don't know. I like the first parts I did like of Homeland 2. The whole he's in the hotel, the plaza or whatever it is.
Yes.
And like Rob Schneider was the bellhop. You remember this?
Oh yes.
God, it's just like I love that whole
Tips
bit.
him with the gum.
Tim Curry.
Yeah, he's the best in that movie. I love you.
I love you. Everyone is. I love you. It's like, I got your smoochie with Calvin in the faucet. This guy, the security guards. He's like, it's not true. There's no light. It's old, feeble old man. And again, the whole turn the TV on bit, that's not, like, really? Is that fooling somebody? Like... And then when Tim Curry thinks he's caught somebody in the shower, there's a cool wind, get out of here, you little...
Well, then you're also like, man, other people's like uncles talk to like kids like that.
Yeah,
like,
he was a bad guy.
Get out of here, little twerp.
Yeah, that guy sucked.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
I think there was like in the first one, I think like one of them like slaps one of the kids or something, and they're just
I think
like,
it was probably him.
Thanks for like helping me out there. I was like,
corporal punishment. Okay,
yeah, all right.
I guess we're in those times.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've gone officially off the rails, which is what we do at the end of these.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not done just vamping.
It seemed like we were gonna button it up too nicely.
Yeah, it was like let's just
in.
crash this thing to a screeching halt.
Yep.
And I think we did it nicely.
I do too.
Next episode, we got more to talk about, man. It will officially be Super Bowl week.
Yep.
And it'll be Cold Plunge Day.
Yep.
Exciting stuff.
I think as part of, it is a punishment for me. I think maybe to like lighten the load.
No.
Well, I think this will be good for the show.
Okay.
I think we should have, because we've teased a few of the stories that have happened around the Super Bowl with our friends.
Okay.
I think we should really go into a lot of those different stories.
We can. Yeah, absolutely. Feats of strength.
Feats of strength.
Yes.
Yeah, but just kind of any, we've had some good
definitely,
ones.
We'll definitely have a segment of just our favorite personal Super Bowl moments. Not even the games. It doesn't have to be encompassing around the games.
Just hanging out with all of us and the debauchery that maybe happened at some of these Super Bowls.
Yes.
I think that would be, one, it would be good radio, but two, it would kind of help ease my...
Okay, well, ease your frozen heart. I'll warm your heart with some warm stories of yesteryear. Absolutely, we can definitely do that.
And we will get into to finalize our Winter Olympics.
Final countdown.
Our storylines we're interested in these upcoming Olympics.
Yes. What do we got to look forward to? What are going to be the new favorite moments? From these Olympics?
And it's going to be an easy one. I want to see USA Canada in that gold medal hockey match.
God, got to.
Like, that's...
I don't care if they have to rig it where we don't see each other prior, but
yes. I want to play first. I want to... Like a round robin.
Oh, okay. Yes,
but have that game be played, because that will just lead to an even better gold medal game.
Very true. We got to get there.
I know.
It's some tough competition.
It is.
Out there in the hockey.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm excited about ski mountaineering. I can't wait.
I know.
I like Jimbo where he's at. He's like, "What is it? You guys are talking a lot about it. Tell me more about the ski mountaineering." And I was like, "Oh, you just wait and see there, big guy."
I am a little sad. My wife every year for work, they have like a huge conference, and she's leaving. She's gone for like the whole first week.
All right.
Of the Winter Olympics.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
She's an Olympics fan. She's an Olympiad.
Especially the Winter Olympics.
All right. Bummer.
Yeah, I know. It really does stink.
She'll miss the opening ceremonies.
Yep. I'm going to miss all of that.
Miss Snoop.
Yeah.
Talking about, shit, I wouldn't climb that mountain for shit. No way. Home.
I don't mess with that snow. I'm from Compton.
So I'll stay right up here in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff and more wacky stories. You were running out of football, so we'll start talking about baseball, I'm sure. Spring training, it's exciting. It's right around the corner.
We've got fantasy baseball.
Fantasy baseball coming up, man.
I already saw that the league is up there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do we have a draft day?
I think it's on there, yeah. It's so far away. But we've already thrown out there in the group. Are we going to cut bait on some people?
I heard about this. I heard about we're purging the league a little bit.
As we should. Things evolve, leagues change, people's interests change. I'm kind of at the point, too, where I really would rather just play somebody competitive every single week. As much fun as it can be sometimes having a bye week in a way, I'd rather not be like that. So if you don't really want to compete, you don't really care about the sport, but you're only doing it to be belt eligible, we're changing the rules.
Yeah. We do have to talk to you. I have to talk to you about your team naming. What the hell is this? New Year's resolution rule. I don't even know what the crap that was.
Well, I think
For those of you that don't know, I every year have the greatest fantasy names in our chat. Always. I'm always tip of the spear. Puke and Rally, come on. Puke and Rally was...
you and Chris generally, and Todd sometimes.
I can't repeat Chris's on the podcast.
No, you can't. Oh, so there is a line.
Yes, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Oh, in baseball?
Yes, here. See if you can pick it out of that lineup. Yeah, right away. Yeah. Not saying that.
Okay. I get it.
And like I'll give... maybe we do that. Maybe we'll, after the season starts and we have new team names, we'll give our ranks of our guys.
Okay.
And we'll name off if they are podcast appropriate.
Yes.
And we will rank them as what we think are the best and some that need some work.
Well, I might change mine. I don't know. You were very vehement. I'm using big words against New Year's resolutions.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
Is that why?
I think DW has something in there.
Yeah, he said New Year, New Me. Yeah, I see
yeah.
it. Believe me, I know. Yeah, can't stand it. So good on you guys for playing to the podcast. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll give was that Grizz? For creativity, I'll give extra points for creativity and trying to squeeze in as many names, but Tucker had fat skeins. I don't know what that means.
I know.
Chris, you want to help me with that? Is that supposed to be jeans? Like fat jeans and skeins? Like, I really don't know where you're going with this.
I
can't say Todd's either.
What's this?
It's right above Chris's.
Yeah.
I can't say that either.
Have you ever thought about drafting a guy because his name would be great?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In the later rounds, I'm like, okay, whose name has some hilarity to it? But the problem is that I'm also a purist when it comes to my team name. I can't have a team name if I'm going to drop the guy. I'm going to have to change my team name because he's not on my team anymore.
Yeah.
So if I pick somebody late, and then, of course, I have, like Jimbo and I don't know about you if you know this, we also have this internal block that there was a time where anybody we put in our team name would get freaking hurt.
Yeah.
So then we started thinking about namesake jinxes. I don't want to name my team after my first round pick. I'm jinxing the crap out of them.
That's true.
So you got to find that middle ground. Got to find that 4th, 5th, 6th round guy that will most likely stay on your team the whole year, but you won't be completely butthurt if he gets hurt.
See, that's why I abandoned. Well, first of all, I'll be honest. I'm not typically creative enough to come up with. Yes, you are. I have my moments, but that's where I try to do something like a little bit different. That's kind of why I stole your name in fantasy.
My literal
football.
Name.
I think, I did like the year. I did kind of start where we just kind of had like the Suck It Todd, and then someone else just did the same thing with someone else, and so everyone's team names was like,
somebody else's name.
Yeah.
Suck It You.
Yeah. So I mean, that was I thought that one was okay, but yeah, I don't like doing that to my team. And plus, I add drop guys so fast that I would have to change my name.
You would. I got to think of a new name.
Yeah, and I can't do that.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But now maybe you'll have a little bit more motivation since we're going to be putting in a ranking system. I'm eager to see what
I'll have to come up with something. Let's see who's on my team. I've already been looking, scouring. I love the baseball draft.
It's the best.
There's so much more strategy than any of the other sports.
It is. Yes. Yeah. Like Will, Billy, and I talk about this all the time where it's like baseball out of all, like football, I'm sorry, it's pure freaking luck.
It is.
Like if your first round guy does what he's supposed to do, maybe you get lucky with a 3rd or 4th round or a pickup. But if it's completely a crapshoot. Like,
yeah,
Jamar Chase killed some people this year. Justin Jefferson,
yeah,
murdered 2 teams. He murdered Jimbo's team, and then when I traded for him, he murdered my team.
Yeah, you're just not gonna go far. You have to really hit on like everything else and have no injuries if like your first rounder is a bust or gets hurt.
Yeah, but like with baseball, it's so deep and there's so many different avenues, and it's like people go through peaks and valleys throughout the season that, you know, even and also I think it's because it's a longer season, right? So if you have a bad week, it doesn't murder you like it does in football. It's like, you know, if you're staring an 0-3 in the hole like poor old Seabear was, you're already like looking pretty dire,
especially when you were outscoring everyone in the league
and you're still losing.
That is
the worst feeling.
I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, that's a tough sled. I've been there. I think you've been there.
Yeah.
You're just like, what am I supposed to do here? It's just the fantasy gods. They're just saying it's not your year, guy.
Which is weird because Chris Hunter, I mean, you're going to have the first overall pick. Chris, Shohei Ohtani or Judge.
It's Shohei.
Who are you going to take, man?
It's Shohei.
Because you're going to get the first round. You're going to get the first overall pick. Be thinking of it now. So don't take the full 2 minutes.
And I'll have the 14th pick. Who am I going to
12.
pick? 12. Are we going down to 12 teams? Is it official?
That's all that's in there now.
Is it? I thought we had 14. I thought I was
so
like, this is crazy.
I thought so. Maybe Dwight already kicked out Cole.
Well, Cole. You know, I feel like out of all of our group, I know Cole.
Have you even met him?
Yes, I met him at Will Billy's 40th.
Oh, okay.
At Hardywood. I did meet him. And he was like, so you're Bgo. And I was like, that's right, I'm Bgo.
Yeah. That kid's a trip, man.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I trust your guys' judgment. If you guys brought him into the inner circle,
well,
it's got to be something good about him.
His fantasy prowess is awful.
I'm not thrilled at the moment.
His stupid response with, because I'm not belt eligible, I don't try, and if I was, I would.
No, man,
I don't
again,
believe that for one second.
We go back to your competitiveness. You're just like, that probably made your skin crawl reading that.
I wanted to put my fist through the freaking phone and like slap him, because I don't believe that for 1 second. Why wouldn't you just be trying in general anyways?
That's just quitter mentality. If I'm not going to get it, then why would I try?
You obviously tried in the hockey draft because you only drafted one goalie. You didn't draft any defensemen. So you tried in that to not try the whole season. Yeah, I believe you that you're going to like all of a sudden really want to try. Get the F out of here. God. Things anger me too much.
I'm angry.
I've got to have high blood pressure by now.
Yeah. If I'm playing Cole this week, and if I lose to him, I swear to freaking God, I'm just gonna.
You might not make the playoffs in hockey.
It's been a long time since I haven't made the playoffs in one of our leagues, and I'm cutting it close. I need to go 9-0 against Cole.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a 3-horse race in hockey. It's me, Chris, or DW. There's literally no one else that stands a chance.
Hey, I pushed Dwight to the edge 4-5. I lost to him last week, so. Don't count me out. All I need is a chance. Just get me in the playoffs. And you'll be scared. You're going to act like you face me in the playoffs. You're not going to be sweating just a little bit.
Well, yeah, because every time... Yeah, what was the analogy that... I think Chris put in like the chat where it's just... the Patriots playing the Seahawks. The Patriots have had... They have had the second easiest schedule to get to a Super Bowl in history next to the 2000 Ravens. The Patriots haven't played any. I don't think they played the Ravens when they had Lamar Jackson. I don't think they played the Bengals when they had Joe Burrow. They got a bad San Diego Chargers team. They got a C.J. Stroud-led team, and then a starting quarterback in the AFC champ. They haven't played a good team all year, and anyone that they come close to plays down to their level. So Seattle. Probably going to lose. They're going to have the worst game of their season. Like when I play you, especially in the playoffs, team is just going to poop the bed.
Poop the bed. No, I know that's not going to happen because I, in my infinite wisdom, picked the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl before the playoffs started. And I'm going to be 3 weeks perfect. Guys, put your money on it right now. Put your bets in, FanDuel, try and get those boosts, or Hard Rock, or whoever you use, or whoever wants to be our sponsor. I mean, I'm a
equal
shill. I'm a total shill.
Yeah.
Just whoever wants. That'll be my push to bet on. I think that Jimbo in Hawaii has to like put his bets in like a bottle and throw it in the ocean and just hope it gets to somebody who can put it in for him.
Somebody in either California or I don't know, where would that next one go? Australia? Thailand?
I don't know. Some Thai fisherman's picking up. It's like $20 on Seattle. What is this?
Guys probably might be making bank for all you know.
He's like, this guy keeps he keeps tailing my bets. He's not putting them in for me. He's just using them. Bastard. But, yeah, maybe we'll go into betting on one of these because there's obviously a wealth of that we can kind of discuss.
We do got to tell the very good story about how Dwight was supposed to place a bet for somebody in Vegas.
Oh, that's a great... And it's right around college basketball. Yep. We can talk about it around the bracket starts.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Well, any last words before we sign off this time around, Semco?
No, I think I took us down a nice extra 25-minute, 30-minute.
I appreciate it, man. We were kind of light, and our dying fans have been used to about 2.5 hours.
I know.
You got us there, and I appreciate you for it.
It felt weird that we were about to be done. I'm used to talking more, and the fact that we didn't do this on Monday, it feels like those extra couple days, there was 30 minutes more to talk about.
There is, and I appreciate you finding it there. And they were all gold as usual.
Thanks, man.
You just, that's a #1 record every single time that we kind of put these cans on.
I think our episodes have gotten better, every one we've put out.
Yes.
Especially I think our last few.
Yeah.
I think they've been really good.
And the next one's going to be the best.
I think so.
You're going to be dripping wet in my kitchen after a cold plunge.
No, I'm going to bring a bunch of towels.
I'll turn the fireplace on. You can sit. I'll give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes to sit in front of the fireplace.
Okay.
To try and get yourself composed while I set up our apparatus. Okay. I'm trying to find a way to take it there. Anyway, I can bring this out there so we can record while we're out there. I'll see if we can find a way.
We probably can, honestly.
I don't know. It's too cold tonight. I don't want to risk getting this stuff. Maybe I'll just put it on my phone and do it janky style.
Okay. We'll figure it out. We got time.
Yeah.
Hopefully Monday, maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I know you can't.
I'm also the competitor in me. I really want to get that 11 minutes.
You're going to.
I don't think anyone thinks I can.
I do. I know you too well that you're going to do it because you know that it's going to one-up me, quite literally. 1 minute up me. So you'll do it. And again, I am a good sport. I want to see you do it. I want to see you accomplish the feat. So I'll give you some options. I don't know if you take some because your pride might get in the way, but I'll give you some options.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Do you have any last words?
No. Stay warm. Appreciate. I'm being more appreciative recently. I feel like when we started, I was just negging on a bunch of people. I was like, "Yeah, I'll try and remember you from the top." But yeah, no. I think I'm surprised to anybody that we've been doing it as long as we have. This is 12 episodes now. We're in a dozen. Next round will be a baker's dozen. By the way, I didn't know a baker's dozen was 13 until I was probably 25.
Really?
Yes.
Living under a rock.
Yeah. And when I was a kid, I thought that all dogs were boys and all cats were girls.
Did you really?
Yeah, but that was like 5.
Oh, 5. Okay, 5. Yeah.
15. No, it's 5. But no, there's a few little nuggets from Bgo's vault, and we'll give out a few more.
Yeah.
And more to come next week.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. When I was thinking of the Benfica Real Madrid game, I was just kind of like, it's a game like that like you get so into something like that, and I sat there. The reason why I want to talk about it was like I forgot about everything that goes on. Like the world is a messed up place right now.
It is.
Life is hard. Like there's just a lot going on with a lot of people, and I just found myself it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's an escape.
And I'm just completely out of there. And I actually wanted to say, I'm glad you kind of brought that up. It is really cool that like we still have people that like listen, take the time out of like their busy lives and like really like listen and give us like the feedback. And it's kind of, I think what I've grown to really like about this is it's like we're just trying to get a lot of that crap that's going on, like leave it there.
Yeah.
Join us for like, now we ramble on for almost 3 hours. But like just kind of like to forget that. And for everyone out there that like takes the time to listen, whether it's the full thing or a lot of it, like that actually is something that kind of like hits now after having done this. And just seeing how people are like still with it and always having something to say. And it's just, I think that's kind of cool. It's something I didn't expect to get out of it.
Yeah. It's definitely a nice escape, a little escapism with your boys Semco and Bgo.
Yeah.
And we're happy to give it to you.
Absolutely.
Keep it going.
Love it.
Yeah.
But alrighty. That's another episode of the Undrafted and Overconfident podcast. Thanks for hanging with us. The two friends who've been arguing about sports for 20 years and still can't agree on anything. Hit the follow button, drop a rating, and email us at undraftedanoverconfident@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week for the Cold Plunge. Different takes, same nonsense. Thanks, y'all.
Peace.